Opie and Anthony show.
Welcome.
A clip of the gangster game. I still think that bit has some potential, Anthony.
It does. It takes the right clips. Like that last one that we just heard from Pulp Fiction. Although when they do it, it should be Plump Fiction. Those two trolls. But it sounded great. See, you just need the right scene.
That's right.
We'll do it again. We'll do it again.
Couple phone numbers in the New York area, 877-692-1027. That's 877-692-1027. We'd love to hear from you guys today.
What a great day to be an employee of Infinity Broadcasting. It's always a treat in the back office on a daily basis. Just speaking with management and whatnot, reading through the papers and emails. What a fun organization this is.
And outside of New York, including Buffalo, Anthony.
Buffalo.
I should say outside of New York City. Jim Norton on his way to Buffalo to do a little.
He is?
A little stand-up for our listeners in Buffalo.
I was missing little Jimmy sitting here.
Oh, Jimmy Norton.
L-I-L.
So if you're in Buffalo or anywhere else outside of New York City, 866-277-4WOW. Anthony, hold on a minute.
Yes?
I got to get some more evidence. Sorry.
Yeah, I see you with a digital camera.
I got to take pictures of the...
You're taking a digital snapshot of the phone screens that we have here in the studio that have all the various phone lines.
Yeah.
From New York and national.
Yeah.
And the people that are calling and what they want to comment about.
Yeah, I just need some photographic evidence.
So now you're going to take a snapshot of this.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay. Click. Oh, I said click.
Thank you. All right. We'll be sending that off with other things.
Take a picture. It lasts longer. Okay. Click.
It's gotten down where we have to, hire detectives.
Yeah, Opie's taking snapshots with his camera pen. And it's on microfilm. Holy Christ on a pony.
Just so people don't think we're crazy.
No.
So, yes, I'm taking pictures. I'm documenting the entire show today, Anthony.
Is that what you're doing?
Oh, yeah.
Too effing funny. There are just too many fronts to even deal with.
First off, a message to New York. It looks like looks like there are changes in the air here at WNEW Radio.
Can you smell it?
This will probably be the 10th change that Ant and I are through.
Yeah. That we're going through.
Through.
You know what happens? You'll say something like that, and someone will go, I heard O&A say they're through.
No. I should have said going.
Yeah.
This will be the 10th change that we will be going through since coming to New York, Anthony, or coming back to New York.
Coming back to New York.
Two guys from Long Island. But, man, the rumors are all over the street.
Oh, they're crazy. What the hell is going to happen with this station?
Our sister station upstairs, the all-news outlet, Wins.
Yeah.
They're all going, hey, I hear you guys are going back to playing music downstairs.
Going back to music, are you?
Guess that talk thing didn't work too well.
And no, it's not going to be country or standards, you disgusting retards.
But something is up. There's a lot of long faces in the hallways.
So it looks like.
A lot of closed doors.
Yeah, not much communication going on.
No, that's usually a sign that something is up.
The communication that is going on is limited to management here informing us of what upper management is saying.
The quandary, I guess, the company has is what to do with Open Ant.
Right. It's that. It's, us talking with Ken Stevens, us talking with Jeremy Coleman, as Jeremy, I guess, is packing his bags, I think. I don't know. That's what the rumor mill has it.
See, Anthony and I...
Opie's on the phone with upper management screaming and yelling. I don't understand it.
Anthony and
I'm so glad I wasn't here for that chapter today.
Where's my camera? I got to take a picture.
Take another picture, quick.
More pictures need to be taken.
Take them of these 8 phone lines here and the 12 over here.
I just need some photographic evidence.
Take the photographic evidence.
Click. Thank you. All right.
Opie was raising his voice to the Wizard of Oz.
I wasn't. I was not.
Yes, you did.
I do have to say this, and I hope this makes sense to all the cities we're syndicated in. I know. Hey, it's your company. You do what you want. I didn't say nothing. Hey, it's your company. You do what you want. I didn't say a word. That's just
my favorite line.
That's some of the rumors floating around the hallways today.
Right.
I hope this makes sense to everyone else out there in Radio Land. But Anthony and I are a show without a station.
We're floating.
We really don't have a home, a place we can call our own.
No, this
we're like the bastard stepchilds of children, I should say, of Infinity Broadcasting.
Yeah,
because I think what the company would like to do, because the station we're on in New York, this place just flat out blows. We can't make believe anymore. It just blows.
Yeah,
it's blown for 4 years since we got here. Mm-hmm. We helped out afternoons a little bit, a lot of bit.
Yeah, for as long as we possibly could.
But for the last 4 years, all around us, they've tried many, many different combinations of music and talk and sports and this and that. And nothing seems to be working. Now, the company, like if we sucked, it would be so easy. The company could just fire everybody and make this a light AC station.
They call it blowing up the station.
Right.
They fire everybody. Get rid of everyone having to do with the old station, bring in all new people, a new format, and you've heard this happen before. All of a sudden, your favorite radio station is different.
Right.
It's changed.
It's obvious to everyone that something needs to be done to the station here in New York. But the problem is what to do with Opie and Anthony.
Right.
Because all the other stations that they own in New York are doing just fine.
Yeah, there are certain things that could be done, but talking about those, there's too many internal political problems, so you can't do this, you can't do that. So they're in quite the little dilemma.
They really don't know what to do because I think what they want to do is have, this kind of our station where we're the anchors, Anthony.
Photo op. Photo op.
Oh, give me my camera.
Photo op. Take another picture.
Click.
All right.
JPEGs will be sent.
There you go.
Anyway, Anthony, they can't make this into like a hip-hop station with you and I on it.
No, that's just it.
No one's going to buy that. They can't make it into a country station. What, are we going to come in here with cowboy hats and stuff?
No, you saw that in a movie. Can't be like that. Won't work.
What else could they do? A light AC?
No.
With Terry Garr doing the commercials on TV?
Wouldn't that be cool, though? Me and you sitting there, Terry Garr in the studio with us, and Opie just looks over and presses a button, and the music starts playing. So logically, everyone knows we're into the rock.
Uh-huh.
We like the young rock.
Yeah.
Do you try to put a rock format around us?
Well, they already own another rock station in the city.
Yeah, that would work for us. I mean, it wouldn't be ridiculous. We enjoy the music.
They really don't know what to do.
Yeah, so they don't know what to do.
They're trying to figure it out. Do they try other talk shows around us?
Right. Do they do that? Do they switch the lineup around a little bit? And
maybe every show stays that is currently here, and maybe they're just being heard at the wrong times, and you shuffle the lineup.
Shuffle.
But I'll tell you this much, something will definitely be going down.
Uh-huh. Something's in the air.
Something huge will be going down.
Something happening here.
So,
what it ain't exactly clear. There's a man with his C in his hand.
So, it would be nice to, after 4 years, maybe work for a station that we could be proud of. That'd be kind of fun.
It would be. All I'm saying is thank Jesus Christ. We are syndicated to some stations that are really doing well, that we can be proud of, that we're proud to be a part of.
Right.
And just thank God for that.
But you know what? We want our flagship station here in New York to be something where, we tune it in when we're not here.
We don't want to walk in to this place every day and just come into a disaster area like it is. Sure, there is geniuses like Pete Johnson walking around, but that's the good part of the station. The people that take it. Earl Douglas. Things like that.
Someone's bringing up a good point on line 7. Will Earl and Pete Johnson still be around? Let me tell you something. People will be getting fired in the near future.
Uh-huh.
There's no doubt in my mind. Earl and Pete Johnson will survive all that.
Yes, they are like the cockroaches.
Because every radio station needs a black guy, and every radio station needs a guy to fix the stuff.
A guy to fix the stuff that's been around forever.
Right. Even if it's country, you still need a black guy, and you still need a guy to, make sure the equipment's working properly.
Have you ever heard of a station engineer that's, like, just started, and he's in his 20s or something? They're all like Pete Johnson. I was here when they raised the transmitter.
Our engineer's been here 40-something years. I didn't even know they were doing radio 40-something years ago.
Yeah, I know. Whatever.
What form were they doing it in?
I don't know.
Morse code?
Morse code. I remember the ... show. In the days of Vaudeville years.
Vaudeville. So
we don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Nah, and once again, we're going to be a show without really a home. And then they'll patch it up around us and make it look like it might work.
And then hopefully you get a little bump, they call it, for a little while. And I don't know what happens. There seems to be too many things in place that are preventing this station from even making a go at it. You know what I mean? Like, it's very hard for the station to even make a go at it because of the other stations that are owned by the same company. We can't go on the air with playing new music, playing active rock or something.
Can't do that. You can't do a sports thing. We own a sports station.
Yeah, and they get upset with that. You can't put strong shows in certain day parts. There's a lot going on that is contributing to the utter failure of the station.
And that's just part of the environment of doing radio in the year 2002.
I don't know how we've done it, to tell you the God's honest truth, that we have enough going on with this show that we will stay here and be here for a while, regardless of what happens.
We will survive another change.
Yeah.
Another major change to this place.
Yep.
I forgot half the slogans they came up with since we've been here.
FM Talk at 102.7.
Oh, that's right. FM Talk.
The Rock of New York.
The Rock of New York.
NEW. Where rock lives. Suck my rock. I don't know. Classic rock, classic jocks.
But, I mean, when people start talking from the news station...
The talk you can't ignore. Yes, you can.
Oh, that's right. That brilliant
that
slogan.
One.
How about this slogan? When in doubt, dump it. Thanks, Scott Herman.
That was a good one from Lil Scotty Herman.
Thank you. That's the stuff. Can we explain that really fast? When
in doubt, dump it out, he said.
When you do the type of show Ant and I do, that gray area stuff where, oh my God, they're out of control. I can't believe they're saying this. They might get fired. All that stuff is the stuff that you may think you're doubting should be on the air.
Uh-huh.
But that's the stuff that you should let through, and that gets you the high ratings and people listening because they think, oh my God, this could be the last day they ever broadcast. They're out of control.
Because if there's some doubt to whether it is able to go on the air or not, legally, if there's doubt, then it's what they call defendable.
Right.
And it's not like a crazy thing like you said the F word on the air. There's doubt. It's a gray area. You can then work it and say, we were using double entendre or this or that or the other thing. What did Scott Herman do? Put a big sign over the dump guy's desk.
Our old GM. When in doubt, dump it out.
And put when in doubt, dump it out. Jesus.
Well, one of the first things Ken Stevens did when he walked into this building, and I hope he survives the change. I got to go on record and say that. He ripped up that sign and gave it to us.
Yeah. It's like, no, that isn't how it works.
That's not how it works when you do the type of show you guys do.
Scott Herman wasn't really familiar with this type of format. He does the news.
We love Scott and what he did for us, but there you have it. So, once again, this place is in a quandary, and there will be major changes.
The rudder snapped off once again and just kind of floating around with the current.
Yeah, the boat is floating all over, and there's a lot of reefs in the area.
I could run up on some rocks. We could lose some passengers.
But everyone is talking about this place in New York once again.
Yeah.
We're the talk of the industry, and for all the bad reasons, Anthony.
Yeah, well, that's the way it's always been. It's the way it's always been.
You and I, the outcasts of radio.
I don't understand.
No one wants us.
What the hell is going on?
No one truly wants us.
No.
No one truly wants our radio show.
Bastards.
Right.
But much to their chagrin, we're doing a little too well to just set adrift.
I mean, I hear a lot of the other high-profile radio shows, and they got they got something around them.
Yeah.
Something they can be proud of. They're part of, like, the best rock station in town, or the best talk station in town, you know?
Yeah.
Where you find yourself listening to other day parts and other shows because it just feels right.
The hustle and bustle inside the place.
Right.
There's a hustle and bustle where people are running around doing things for the station. When a station gets to the point that this station's at, people just, it's like, where do you start? What do you do? You don't know if you're even going to be there. So the drive to try to help the station out just kind of goes down to nothing.
So there you go.
So that's where this station sits.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, terrific.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then we could save. You want to do the STP thing really fast? We're trying to get all this out of the way so we can do a radio show.
Yeah, the STP show, Stone Temple Pilots.
Unfortunately, I missed STP because I was at the Islanders game. By the way, man, last night was unbelievable.
How about your little Islanders, Opie? Look at that. We're still in it.
We're doing just fine. Everyone, didn't believe in the Islanders, except for Islander fans.
The drive for 5.
Dude, we're just happy to be in the playoffs.
I know.
You got to understand, the Islanders are a very young, good team.
Yeah.
Not much experience, though, as far as, Osgood has some experience with the Stanley Cup and things like that.
When they won and screamed in the Coliseum, did all the dust come off the rafters? Because it's the first time there's been screaming in there in quite a while.
It was ridiculous last night. It was so exciting. So exciting. True Islander fans, we're just happy that we're in the playoffs.
I'm going to root for the Islanders, just for you guys.
The further we go, it's just an extra bonus for the Islander fans. So
yeah.
We'll have to wait and see. I think we're going to win this series now, though.
Right.
Anyway, so I've been at the Coliseum the last 2 nights. I missed the STP show. Really bummed about that. Really want to see STP. Love going every time they're in town. Ben went because it's his favorite band of all time.
Of all time. No?
Well, Stones are ahead. You too. What am I saying? God forbid I say that.
Top 3.
It's U2, Stones, STP, right?
All equal. We're all equal.
Wow.
All equal. And there's this tool in, was it the Post today?
It's the Post. This guy is...
I hate people that write for papers that have no business writing for newspapers.
Just sum it up by saying a critic. Wow. The guy's a critic. He's whether it's a music critic, the radio critics, whatever it is, this guy's a critic, and he critiqued the STP show. And, they should preface these things by saying, this is my personal opinion of the show. They try to present it like he knows so much about the music industry and STP and what people want that he is the know-all, end-all of what you should think about STP at the Hammerstein.
I will also tell you that this jerk-off, in the last couple shows, he also panned the U2 show that we all went to at the Garden a while back, and also a couple years ago, a Dave Matthews show. All 3 of these shows were unbelievable. The next day or the day after, just horrible reviews.
Maybe this guy Dan is a little out of touch, and it's time to step down from his position at the paper. Yeah, critiquing rock shows. Because I've seen U2 not as many times as Ben, but probably close to 10 times. The show we saw at the Garden, post 9/11 and all that, was probably the best concert I've ever seen in my life. It was un-effing believable.
Right.
And this guy completely panned it.
Maybe this guy, something, I'll be curious to see what he thinks of The Who when they come around. Because, look, judging from the guy's picture over here, I think he could judge how The Who performs a little better than he can STP.
Well, you know what, though? He just recently, he panned the Paul McCartney show here and saying that the crowd was, out of touch and stuff, and I heard it was a good show, so
really?
Maybe not.
Yeah, but, if critics like something, then they don't have a job in the paper. Who wants to read a review where they just say, yeah, STP came out and they were great?
Yeah.
It's kind of like radio consultants.
Ugh. Insultants.
We call them insultants. Radio stations, they all have consultants, and the guy, his whole job is to come in, meet with the whole staff and the management, and tell you what's wrong with your station.
Tell you what's wrong.
And you pay him a fee to come in and tell you what's wrong with your station. He's called a consultant. Now, if he comes in and tells you how great the station sounds, then the station doesn't need him.
Right, and then all of a sudden
of course he's going to come in and tell you how bad the station is every time, so he can collect his stupid paycheck.
Insultant.
We call them insultants. It's the most ridiculous thing in radio. There's a whole business built on that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this guy Dan Aquilente, what's his name? Aquilente. Aqualante? I don't know.
Aqualant.
Yeah.
Aqualung. I don't know.
He starts bashing STP at the Hammerstein. They opened up with Shine On Crazy Diamond. Right?
Right.
Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
It's real cool.
Something
Great moody
different.
song.
What was he expecting?
Weiland doing it. Just, I mean, come on. That's a great opener.
And that takes balls for, a rock band to come out and do something a little different.
Yeah.
Something unexpected.
And it's also not like the blazing, the last tour where Stone Temple Pilots came out to Cracker Man just rocking. It was just kind of, they walked on stage. It was kind of like a mellow opening, but it was amazing. I mean, it blew people away.
And here's how out of touch this guy is. It confused some of the kids who must have wondered if this was a new direction for an outfit best known for its metalized pop. What? You know something? Hey, Dan, a lot of people in the younger demos completely know who Pink Floyd is.
Pink Floyd never went away.
Pink Floyd is still relevant. I mean, their music holds up. Believe me.
We could get 12-year-olds on the phone right now that know every Pink Floyd song.
Know who Pink Floyd is.
The loopy rendition dragged and nodded along.
It's a moody song. It's a cool tune. This guy's a jackass. Oh, my God.
And then the show flatlined as if somebody pulled the plug. Sour Girl sucked.
Yeah, he goes, Sour Girl sucked.
Way wrong.
Yeah, he goes, it's one of STP's best, most popular songs, but guitarist Dean DeLeo played it as if the tune was new to him.
They did an acoustic set that started with Atlanta, and then they did, I think they did Sour Girl next, and then Creep, and then Wonderful, and it was unbelievable. All 4 songs, probably one of the highlights of the show. He's way out of it. Not even close.
Get this pompous effing line now. Next up was Wonderful, which Weiland described as the best song we've ever written. Wrong. You know something? I'll take Scott Weiland's opinion on what he believes is the best song they've written, as opposed to yours, Dan.
Yeah, because
Don't you think he's saying, Scott Weiland's saying, in his opinion, in Scott Weiland, the guy that penned the goddamn song, he feels this is the best song that the band has written. Dan says no.
Dan knows better. Wrong.
Scott, you're wrong.
It was neither Wonderful nor the pinnacle of the band's composing career, unless STP has placed new value on the snooze factor.
Unbelievable.
Way off. That's a great song. It's from their new album. It's a great song.
Ben was calling everybody after the show saying how much it rocked.
This guy just doesn't have a clue.
What's the best song Dan's ever written? Oh, that's right. None. He's a critic. Effing critics.
So,
here's what happened. The guy probably brought a chick to an STP show and Scotty screwed her. Right? Now he just can't say anything nice about him.
And speaking of critics,
Dan says this is the best critique he's ever written. Wrong!
We know. How would we know? How would you know about Scott Weiland's songwriting abilities, you tool?
This is critics and did you talk to people that went to the show? I would like to see that if a critic actually, solicited the opinions of people that were at the show and maybe enjoyed it. Critics.
Speaking of critics, we announced yesterday that we did really well in the Washington ratings.
Apparently not, Opie. Apparently the numbers that we looked at were wrong. Wrong.
The newspaper is reporting it differently. Much differently. I
don't know what happened, but the Washington numbers we looked at, when you look at a 40% increase in your 12-plus, that's everybody that's listening.
The overall ratings for O&A and Afternoon Drive at WJFK in Washington. And this is a fact. This tool, this loser, could have looked this up.
Right.
We went up close to 40%.
Yeah.
In the last 3 months. 40% increase.
Right.
I think it's even higher, Anthony, but that's the safe side, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then for the first time since we took over afternoons in Washington, the Opie and Anthony show was #1 men 18 to 49 and #1 in a lot of the male demos. I don't want to say all of them because I'm not positive, but most of them.
And when you look at the situation when we first got into D.C., it was atrocious. We were stepping into a slot that was #1 for quite a while. And did we chase everyone out of there.
Chased everyone out. And
the ratings plummeted.
And we even told everyone that, we're going to chase everyone out because that's what happens when you change radio shows. And hopefully we bring in a whole new crew that will enjoy the radio show.
So we get the numbers for Washington yesterday.
The Washington numbers were so good to us. The phone was ringing like crazy. They're jumping up and down in Washington. Ken Stevens is running. He wants to basically give us Hummers.
It was unbelievable.
Usually he
happy.
Hugs us when we get good ratings. This time around, he was literally on his knees, Anthony.
It wasn't a spin. We didn't have to put a wacky spin on the numbers, like we went up in this or that or the other thing and down in that or that. This was just, we went up across the board. Across the board, we went up.
Overall, at least 40% increase in the last 3 months for the Opie and Anthony show.
And number one in the men demos that they want us to be number one in.
Right.
This is a great increase, and they're very happy with it. We did very well. Everyone happy. But apparently not.
Yeah, they reported it differently, so, hey, it's in the paper, so this has to be true, Anthony. This tool, I don't even know what his name is.
Paul Farhi?
Paul Farhi.
All right.
From
the Washington Post.
He talks about the Washington ratings in general, and this is about us. The quarterly ratings book showed continued weakness for the raunchy Opie and Anthony program during afternoon drive hours.
You should not be allowed to write for a paper if you're not going to write about the facts.
Paul, where is the continued weakness?
Continued weakness to me says the least you did was stay the same. But you probably went down. You continued your weakness.
Right.
The show went up 40% overall. How does this douchebag...
Obviously another guy that doesn't want us to do well.
Right. So another guy with some agenda.
He's got his own agenda.
Agenda.
It's in black and white. It's published. He could look this number up.
Where is this jack-off? He didn't want to come on the air? What happened? I know Rick was trying to get a hold of him. I want to hear him on the air, how he explains what that means. Does it mean... all right, if he got on the air, guys, what it means is you're sure not up to the ratings that Don and Mike had when they were in that slot. All right, sure. Is that a continued weakness? No. They improved in their ratings. Still short of what Don and Mike were in that slot. All right, I'll buy that.
That's fine.
At least comment on the fact that we increased our ratings and did very well.
We had major improvements in the Washington ratings.
But this guy's got some agenda.
The program syndicated out in New York is attracting less than half the adult audience that the Don and Mike show drew in the same time period.
Well, how about it's up from attracting less than a quarter of the audience when we first got there.
And we've only been at this less than a year in Washington.
Well,
the show we replaced was on the air in the afternoons for what, 15 years or something crazy like that?
Here's a guy with an agenda. That's all.
And then it goes on to say, JFK program director and Don and Mike host Don Geronimo said it was still too early to compare Opie's ratings with those of his own show, which has made a successful transition to middays. We're very happy with the way it's performing, he said. The station is in great shape.
Opie's ratings.
Let me be the one to tell everyone this. Anthony and I, I mean, we are equal. We are equal radio partners. We tell everyone this. A lot of people try to divide and conquer us.
Yeah.
Anthony's better. Ope does this. Blah, blah, blah. No, it's the Opie and Anthony show. Ann and I are really good friends. We're equal effing partners.
This show does not work. The show you hear on a daily basis and hopefully enjoy on a daily basis cannot exist without one or the other of us. That's it. It's got to be two of us
when it comes
doing this show.
When it comes down to it, we both carry our weight big time. And we don't need to explain to idiot critics, that.
So when you're commenting on the show...
But Don knows this. I don't know why he's all of a sudden calling it my show. It's not my show.
It's the same thing with the meeting that was supposed to take place. When Don wanted to call for a meeting, and it was, I want to meet with Opie.
And I said, Ken, it's and I have never done anything separately. It's Opie and Anthony.
I don't know what the relationship is between Don and Mike. I don't know how that situation works. But on this show, it's the Opie and Anthony show. That's how it works.
Always has been, always will be.
That's how it works.
We do things together.
Issue number 719. Why is Don Geronimo commenting on how this show is doing? Why is... If a news organization calls us up and asks to comment on the station's ratings, we'll comment on our ratings, I'm sure, right? And then we'll say, talk to Ken or Jeremy. Whatever. Aren't there people in place, aside from air personalities, that are supposed to discuss how various shows are doing on the air?
Well, because this makes it sound like he's our boss or something.
Right.
It has nothing to do with our radio
There
show.
it is. Well, we got to call up the program director to get it. Could we please just have management commenting on ratings and whatnot?
How about Ken Stevens?
There you go.
How about Super GM Ken Stevens, who runs 3 stations, one being the Washington station? He'll give you quotes. He's great at quotes.
We're not commenting on ratings for any of the stations besides ourselves. We comment on our show.
And what we do.
And what we do to the news organizations. I think that's a good rule of thumb, right?
Yeah.
It keeps things like too early to compare Opie's ratings with those of his own show. It keeps that under wraps. Keeps things like that from happening. You know what I mean?
You would think he
and these people maybe management knows to comment on the fact that the show went up and it isn't a continued weakness. You know, maybe someone in management would understand that that's how you present the latest ratings. That's all I'm saying. No harm done.
I think everyone should know that it's the Opie and Anthony show by now, too.
Right.
All right.
So that's Paul Farhi.
Farhi from the Post, who obviously has some kind of agenda, doesn't want to see us succeed in Washington. All right, well,
he doesn't comment on facts. He should be fired as a writer for a paper like the Washington Post, which is supposed to be a paper based on fact, I believe. Is it the Inquirer or the Star?
What else?
Or the Weekly World News? Is he doing a Bat Boy story next?
What else is false in the Washington Post?
Who knows?
We can tell you flat out that what he wrote is completely false.
Continued weakness. What? The 40% improvement. Asswipe. Why don't you comment on that?
All right, Ant.
You read stuff in the news and you assume it's going to be the truth because it's in the news. Or even broadcast news when you see it on television. People, be afraid.
It's very afraid.
It's all wrong. Everything you hear, there might be a piece of a fact dropped in, but it's all wrong. You're getting the wrong news.
And to all the asswipes out there, stop with the divide and conquer thing.
Yeah, it hasn't worked. Many people have tried it.
They've been trying
for a lot of years.
For almost 8 years. It's not going to work.
It don't work.
We both carry our weight. We know what each other does for the stupid radio show.
We'll pit Opie against Anthony or pit Anthony against Opie. Yeah, sure.
Right.
Yeah, that works.
If the company could, they'd get rid of one of us. They'd save a lot of money. They know it works.
You go.
They know that the 2 parts make for a good show.
Right.
I think they know. All right. Wow, the phones are lit.
Take another picture?
I've taken all I
need,
snapshot. My friend. I got detectives on the case.
There you go. There's a little view into just a couple of little battles going on.
Yeah, we're feeling the heat.
We're not talking about the Russian front.
We're feeling a lot of heat.
We're only talking about a few of the fronts.
One guy goes, why are you guys, and he used the word blow, and then said yourselves, why are you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Today. We're not feeling too good about ourselves. Because once again, the station we're on in New York is going to go through major changes.
There you go.
We're going to survive that, but we're wondering what the hell's next.
What's next? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, ain't that going to be interesting to watch?
Can't wait to see how they figure this one out, Ant. All right. Once again, the phone number's in New York, 877-692-1027. Anywhere else outside of New York City, 866-277-4-WOW.
Welcome to the bottomless pit of ignorance. Opie.
I feel like being an idiot.
Anthony.
I'm a retard.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Effing hilarious.
W.
The Opie and Anthony Show, 102.7 WNEW.
Corn here to stay. Yeah, right. We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. What a day, man. What a day. Now we got people running into the studio during commercials saying they were misquoted. Right. All right. Let's all just relax. There you go. Hearing things like this is what he does. And all right. Let us try to do a radio show now.
Here we go.
We're in a world of crap today. You started, Anthony.
Hey, how about that Whip 'em Out Wednesday, huh? That's a big event. Ow! People seem to enjoy it.
We love the Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Yeah, very successful radio promotion.
Let's go to Mary. Mary, what's going on?
Not too much. How are you today?
Pretty good, Mary.
Well, I just thought it was kind of fun yesterday when I was driving down the road on the highway in Boston, and there was a guy with about 6 stickers on his car, and I thought, you know what? What the hell? Why not? And it was a lot of fun. My boyfriend benefited when I got home.
Hey, look at that, a girl in Boston wowing people. I love it. That's a first.
Well, thanks for helping us out with the wow. I think you're
it was fun.
I think you're the first girl to ever wow in Boston.
Right.
All right. Well, probably won't be the last.
Before this day, it was all a clever ruse.
A clever ruse.
Girls weren't really wowing.
No.
But now it's official. Mary's the first girl to ever wow in Boston. Thank you, Mary.
You're welcome. I enjoyed it. It was empowering because then I could just drive off and say, see ya.
And this guy had wow all over his car, right?
Yeah, I had about 6 stickers.
Nice.
So I figured, well, what the heck?
What the heck?
Yeah, wow them.
There you go, Ann. It's official. Wow works.
That's good. You put the stickers on your car, and before you know it, girls are flashing you. What time did you do? What time did you do that?
About 3.
Oh, in the afternoon. Okay.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
All right.
Sunlight shining, you know.
All right. Thank you, Mary.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Okay. I think it's very important if you're a faithful listener to this show to show your support by putting a wow in your car, Anthony.
Right. You can't just go wowing willy-nilly.
They don't like when they wow willy-nilly.
No. If you're a girl and you're in a vehicle and you want to...
We've always told the ladies that they only flash the cars with the wow on them.
Right.
Because then you know you're taking care of one of the listeners from the Opie and Anthony show.
Uh-huh.
Holy ass. Holy mother of God.
Yes, we know, line 3, we know.
We know.
You're not telling us anything we don't know on all these phone lines.
No.
Take another picture.
Everyone relax. Everyone knows where wow came from.
We are very informed.
We're very secure with what we do on the radio. We know.
Yeah.
We invented wow. Everyone knows that by now.
Wow is a big a staple, they call it.
It's been
one of our cornerstone
It's been in national magazines and nationally televised shows.
Right.
Don't worry. We all know.
We all understand exactly what's going on with the wow.
That's right. We are secure with what we do.
Don't think we're not informed.
We're more informed than you think.
Yes.
But if you need a wow sticker, self-addressed stamped envelope is the easiest way to get one. And we'd greatly appreciate the support and you making the effort by putting a wow in your car, okay?
So many...
it's more important than ever.
So many shows. Who's that one show out there, out west, I think, that took wow?
Lick Ass.
Yeah, Lick Ass. Oh,
Lamont
please.
and Tonelli.
Yeah, they're another one. They've adopted wow.
There's an FM in Vegas that is doing it.
Yes. These, shows, they pick it up because it's fun, it's popular. I don't know. Maybe they pick it up to give us a little jab. I don't know. It could happen.
Keep trying. But if you need a wow sticker, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to 888 7th Avenue, New York, 10106, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right. Holy ass.
We've addressed all of our wartime issues for the day.
I think we've only addressed half of them so far. Chris, what's up?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I was channel surfing this morning. I caught the 2 minutes of Regis and Kelly, and they were talking about the amazing Kreskin.
Yeah.
He's made this new prediction that in May or June, the largest UFO sighting ever is going to occur over the deserts in Nevada. And if he's wrong, he's going to donate $50,000 to some charity.
$50,000?
Yeah.
Kreskin.
How about if he's wrong, he kills himself?
Yeah. That's really making the commitment.
Yeah, that's a guy that has confidence in his abilities.
I guess Kelly was ripping it apart, saying it was a little shady because they go with the largest UFO or the largest number of people, and he was kind of ambiguous about it. But
Rick, I think we got to get Kreskin on the phone today now.
Oh, God.
We can control him if he's on the phone, Anthony.
If he's on the phone, he can't pull any of his wacky stunts like falling over and convulsing on the floor.
Yeah.
like he did last time.
Looking like he had a stroke.
Yeah.
That video's still up on FoundryMusic.com. By the way.
Very funny. Kreskin was doing one of his wacky gags, and in order to make it look real, he falls on the floor and starts convulsing. We were praying it was a real stroke.
All right. So he was on Regis and Kelly this morning, and he said there's going to be a big UFO in May or June, and if it doesn't happen, he's going to donate $50,000 to charity.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Thanks, man.
Thank
you.
you.
You guys rock.
We're trying. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. Look at that. We got to take another break already.
Oh, already?
We did 45 minutes to start the show, and now we got to catch up. Damn it. Frank Caliendo coming in today, Anthony.
Uh-huh.
Also, we got the audio from the HBO Hooker special. We never got to that the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And
I watched it again last night, by the way. It was on last night on HBO, the Hooker thing, and I got to see the whole thing because we only saw some clips in the office. Oh, God. Just nasty. Did you see some of the black women with the big elephant asses in the thongs? And like, the guys in the car would be like, yeah, baby, turn that around, like out the window of their car, and they want the woman to, like, spin around to show their ass.
So they can see the ass.
And one guy goes, let me, he was saying, let me use a digit. And she backs up to the car, and he does it.
Ugh.
And you see him, he's holding his finger out, and he does what he does. Then he pulls it back in the vehicle and starts sniffing.
Ugh.
Like it's a little taste test.
I was going to say, yeah.
Maybe that's what he's looking for, something dirty. I like him dirty.
Well, we got to play the audio. Some of the audio's classic.
Yeah.
The best clip is the guy who admits to one of the hookers that he would like to do something to a mule.
He'd like to pleasure a man.
All of a sudden, he just lost his effing mind because of this hooker and started admitting way too much.
He's like, he wanted to be under the girl.
Right.
Underneath her, as she was maybe on her knees or something, and her boyfriend was giving it to her.
Right.
He wanted to be underneath, just taking care of the guy's yam bags as they were going back and forth. That's what he wanted to do. And he has no problem screaming this out to the hooker as she's servicing him.
You admit stuff to a hooker, Anthony?
I haven't been to a hooker, Opie.
You know what I mean? I mean, wouldn't that be the last person you start admitting things?
I don't know. Maybe she's the one that could take a secret to the grave. I don't know.
Maybe that guy should talk to a priest or something, man. Admit it to a priest.
Trade ideas with the priest. The best part is the scream he lets out when she rolls a condom on her finger and then uses it.
Ugh.
And he just goes,
oh, Lord! Lord!
She goes, you like that, you freak.
Right. All right, so when we get back, we'll play the audio. Like I said, Frank Caliendo, hopefully Kreskin about this stupid new thing he's doing.
UFO in June, I guess.
And also, Anthony, Rick's embarrassing tape.
Yeah, Rick was an extra
on 90210.
On 90210.
Which is pretty bad if you think about it right there.
It was, that show is what, early 90s, I guess?
Yeah, but wait till you hear what scene Rick was in.
What scene?
Extra, which means basically he was kind of wallpaper in the back.
In the background.
Yeah. So we'll play that tape today as well.
Mm-hmm.
And other things. I'm stalling because I think Rick's got Kreskin's people on the line.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe we'll talk to Kreskin after the break, okay?
Yeah, let's do that.
Hi, this is Ozzy Osbourne, and I'll see you at the 9th. I forgot what year I was in there. Hey, this is Ozzy Osbourne, and I'll see you at... Ozfest is going to be crazy. So to say my name. This is Ozzy Osbourne.
I don't have to know. We're just going to answer each other.
W4. Oh, nuts is mine. Get me a book to read. Hey, this is Ozzy Osbourne, and you're listening to... What's that? Hi, this is...
Opie and Anthony on the Rock Station.
Hey, this is Ozzy Osbourne, and you're listening to Opie and Anthony.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
1027 WNEW.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Dan, what's going on today?
Yeah, I wanted to know if you guys are going to play the HBO clips now or at 5:20, so I know I can plan my dump.
No, we're going to play the hooker clips right now.
We're doing it right now.
Great.
Right now, my friend.
All right?
Thank you, guys.
Because it's fresh in our memories. Anthony saw the HBO special last night again, so it's fresher for you than I.
What a great show. HBO puts these things on as some kind of journalistic exposés on certain things. It's a little art piece, you know. The guy was narrating in some kind of wacky poetry about the girls, the hookers, at Hunts Point.
Where is Hunts Point?
It's in the Bronx, right?
The Bronx.
It's in the Bronx. Man, and after watching this, I'm thinking, who is like the councilman from that place, or the mayor, or something? Like, who is in charge in Hunts Point? Because it seems like the same people in charge of this station. They just see all this going on around them, yet it continues.
It continues.
I don't know what it is. Pimps.
They don't know what to do.
The pimps them running the place.
That's hilarious.
Well, they filmed it.
And know why that's funny? Because I guess the special they did recently was kind of an update because they did it 5 years ago.
They did it 5 years ago.
So, all right, you give it to them once, like, hey, HBO just... called you out basically saying you're doing a crappy job being a politician in this area because all these hookers and pimps and Johns are roaming the streets like crazy.
Now you're going to clean it up.
Now, there you go. You should clean it up.
Well, right when they start, the narrator guy was like, different faces, same places. They're talking about, all the girls are still there. Different girls, some of the same ones are still there. But there's no mistake. You think of your typical Hollywood movie-type hooker. They're standing on the corner. You got to kind of have a sharp eye. You look and go, all right, she's standing on the corner. She gives it a little wink or a nod, and you're like, oh, there's the hooker. I'll go to her. Now, there is no mistaking the hookers. They walk around, and I mean literally.
Sometimes topless,
sometimes naked.
Completely naked.
There are girls completely topless. Some of them just wearing sheer lingerie, G-strings. One woman had a coat on that was open, like a long trench coat type thing, open, completely naked underneath. Completely naked.
The cops they got to know that this is going on. Maybe Keith the cop, the guy that cruises for other men.
Yeah.
Will call up and let us know what is up with this.
Now, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with this. If a guy wants to get a little face off of some hooker, that's fine. I got no problem with it. The thing is, if it's against the law and the people that run Hunts Point, they want to clean it up, I would think you just leave cops on that street all the time, because it seems like
the girls know when the cops are coming because they all start running.
They pull their high-heeled shoes off that they trip running with, and they pull them off and just duck down behind the cars and start running.
Right.
It's hysterical.
They look like cockroaches when you turn the light on.
Turn the light on. They run away.
They all run away and disappear.
But then the cops cruise down the street. They leave. And then before you know it, they're back out, completely naked, wearing little things. They're out there to sell sex.
Someone should give us insight on this because they know what's up.
I don't know who's running Hunts Point.
And they're allowing this to happen for whatever reason.
Maybe they've sacrificed that area because they've cleaned up Times Square and the west side of Manhattan where all the hookers used to hang out. And they kind of just said, look, they got to go somewhere, so we'll herd them all in here.
Isn't that like an industrial area? It's not like it's upper middle class neighborhood.
Yeah, a lot of warehouses.
So it's almost like it's not hurting anybody as far as a community goes.
No, I don't think people are like, my God, Luffy, there's hookers outside on Mansion. No, it's an area that I guess is very conducive. Yeah, I think they call it Hunts Point, only with a C.
Yeah, they do.
They do call it
that. That is the nickname. Yes. Mike, what's going on?
Hey. I'm a teacher in a school that's near there, and the problem is in the mornings the custodians have to clean up, apparently, after them before school starts.
What,
if you get there early enough, you find out why.
What, all discarded condoms and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
you name it, you see it. But you don't stay there.
So you're a teacher at a school that's close to Hunts Point?
Yeah, on the other side of the Bruckner.
Wow. Do you see the hookers early in the morning?
No, you don't. I get there around 8. You don't see anything, but you don't stay past dark.
Right. They're like vampires. It's like the vampires, In the daylight, it's kind of safe. You walk around. You do see some maybe remnants of them being around. But at night, you got to make sure you're out of there.
Yeah. Patrick, what's going on?
Yo, O&A, what's up?
Hey, man.
Yeah, we used to work for restaurants. We used to clean the exhaust hoods, and we'd be there at night, 9 o'clock at night. Any red light you come up to, they come out of the woodwork, they come out of the darkness, they swarm the van. Like monkeys at Great Adventure. When you go through the monkey pit, they just surround the van. They see workers and worker guys in vans. It's amazing. It's so funny.
And how many hookers can you see at one time?
Every corner you see 2-3 girls. 2-3 girls every corner as you're going down. They're out there 6 o'clock at night, straight through the morning.
Is there a real community in that area, or is it just all warehouses?
It's a lot of industrial, like car shops, auto body shops, chop shops, things like that. But I mean, you got apartment buildings there, and I'm sure 6-7 p.m. you got little kids coming out of the apartments playing in the street.
Well, they're
with a fire hydrant,
Those kids are condemned anyway.
Around in like underwear.
It's not like it's a great neighborhood. They're condemned anyway.
Not a great neighborhood at all. But it's so funny, and you're right about the city. Just like, they know what goes on. They know what happens.
All right, man.
Thank you, bro.
There was one.
Sorry about that.
There was one hooker that's been out there for years, man. Like 20 years.
What was that? Was that Chloe?
Well, I don't remember her name, but she goes, I come out here for my kids. She goes, I don't know. All I know is I got to take care, make sure my kids have food. So I've been out here making money for my kids. And you just know her kids are just effed. Yeah, that's a good if you're out there for your kids,
not necessarily,
maybe you should steer clear of the goddamn camera.
Look at Richard Pryor.
What?
His mom was a hooker.
Oh, and look at how he turned out.
Did all right for himself.
Well, because he was a comic. If he was just Richard Pryor, the guy
that burned himself
with smoking crack,
he did all right. He had some issues, but he did okay.
I think no.
Considering
he didn't do okay. I say no.
Life? Why?
Not okay. Didn't do okay. No. The guy's effed up.
I think he was, getting a little taste of his mom's workers too. How weird would that
be? That's
be?
horrendous.
Your mom's a hooker and you're just a 15-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Living in that environment.
If you're hooking because you can't get money and you love your kids that much that you're going to sell your body to make money for your kids, and that is your noble cause of sacrifice for your life, fine. God bless you. But keep your face out of the camera, man. Because could you see... Hey, man, I got this old HBO special that was on tape when we was kids. Let's pop it in. Right. It's about hookers. Oh, mama. Oh, no, mama. No, mama. Damn. Florida.
That was good Florida.
It's awful, though. Why would you do that?
We got our first cop on the line. Kevin, what's going on, bro?
Hello?
Kevin, what's up, man?
Hey, I'm a policeman in Atlantic City.
Atlantic City?
Yes.
All right. How many guys you scrape off the sidewalks?
These hookers always hang out in bad areas.
Well, we know that.
Every now and then you get bored and arrest one. Which are you going to arrest, like a crack dealer or a hooker?
Look at Kreskin over here. Hookers
hang out in bad areas.
I got to remember that from what we learned.
That's a good one.
There might be a pop quiz. I'm going to need that one.
Write a report on that for your criminal justice class.
I think I could have figured that one out there,
Yeah,
Kevin.
So why are they all, why don't the cops roust them a little?
They do. We do harass them a little bit. Usually they veer away from you. You see them coming when they say it's coming. But in general, there's more things to worry about.
Oh, yeah? Oh, you're saying the areas are so bad that they're the least of the problem in that area?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay. I kind of understand what you're saying.
And you also know the ones that are bad news and the ones that, you never seen before, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin. Thank you.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
No. You got to earn... You got to earn the right to ask us a question. You did nothing for this show.
I'm just wondering, again, how do the politicians... There's got to be a political... skeleton, a political system, a little skeletal system for Hunt's Point. Right. So why? I mean, they got to think we are really doing a bad job. That's what I would think.
Yeah,
you're doing a bad job.
Michael, what's going on?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Oh, what's up, Jim?
Did you see Anthony? Did you see the one that relieved herself?
Yeah, this was fun.
She had a silhouette relieving herself. It was just like, man.
Yeah, she had just gotten done having sex with a guy, not just giving face. She was having full out sex with the guy, and then she gets out. She's got these big thigh high boots on, and she's wearing a skirt. Obviously no panties. She goes over by a tree and barely squats. She just kind of gives herself a little bow legs, and before you know it,
Like a fire hose.
And she got her tissues with her. So
she was charging a lot more money. I mean, because she's younger, she's got the body. She had some kind of growth on her face. I don't know what that was all about.
There were some of the girls looked okay. They weren't really that battered yet.
Destiny.
That was Destiny. No, Destiny was the white chick. That was Cinnamon.
Remember the...
no, but I mean, Destiny was the white chick that looked okay.
She was all right. You could tell she was on just the road to destruction. And they all say, I ain't going to be doing this more than a year.
How about the other one's been there for 5 years? I'm going to retire. Then my old man had a stroke. I mean, where's the really big... big
she was
Jewish
disgusting.
Chick? With the teeth, too?
No, she's
like a lawn rake, man. Oof.
Who was the one that was missing the top teeth?
School teacher.
Oh yeah,
they call her school teacher.
I charge extra because I don't rake with the teeth on top.
I give good gum.
What about the pompous hooker that was charging $16,000 for the balloon knot?
You know something? I think she just don't want to give up the balloon knot.
I understand.
And if she says like 500, some guy's gonna pull out 500.
Right.
She goes 16.
He goes, how much for the balloon knot? You know, and she goes 16,000.
16,000.
All right, thank you, Mike.
All right, take it easy, bud.
Peace. Let's go to Debbie. Hey, Debbie, what's up?
Thanks, Florentine.
Debbie, what's up? I talked to him about that.
You did?
Oh, yeah. It's exact. What's up, Debbie?
Hey.
I work in the produce market up there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That isn't like some kind of a code word for, you're selling the chicken or something.
No.
Oh, okay.
There's a huge produce market up there. There's a huge meat market up there. Most of their trade are outside truckers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Truckers.
And the worst thing that I've ever seen, though, is a car pull up like a Buick with Jersey plates with a baby car seat in the back.
Yeah, a lot of guys talk about the baby seats in the back. Well, a lot of the guys are married, I think that special was a little weird because there were a couple of cars that they showed the back of. They blurred out the license plate, but you could see like a dent over the muffler or a couple of, they got little stickers on the bumpers that maybe it's a beach tag so you could back your trailer into the water, get your boat back there. But there were some things where if you were looking, go, God damn, that's my man's car! That's my man's car! And just like, it's kind of obvious. I would think, if you look at the back of, like, some of the vehicles I've had, you know that's your car.
Right, that's when I backed up into the fire hydrant or whatever.
Right, or there's a sticker on the back or something. I was so hoping to see a WAAF sticker on the back of one of those.
Or my kid's an honor student.
Yeah.
From, and they have the school name.
Yeah.
But it's actually a lot better than it was 10 years ago. It's not.
Oh, it is it?
Yeah. You cannot imagine what it was like 10 years.
Yeah.
Really?
All right, Debbie.
It was horrific.
Thank you.
Looked like a scene out of Black Hawk Down. Trying to get through.
Skinnies on the roof.
We got skinnies in lingerie.
Skinnies on lingerie. Oh, yeah? Really? Wow. I didn't see no skinnies in lingerie.
There was a couple of girls. There was one black chick.
One lady
that bent over.
Go ahead.
She bent over into the driver's side window, and she had a nice body on her. Nice ass and everything. She must have been new meat. They didn't interview her or anything. She was just a girl that was bending over, and then they went to a long shot on her, and she looked good.
She looked like a question mark with legs.
Yeah, and then that other chick didn't look too bad. She was a little wide on the bottom. That one chick that was walking down the street, black chick with the like platinum blonde hair, she looked like Halle Berry. But she had kind of a caboose on her, but big tan, she looked nice.
But a bunch of the hookers looked like they swallowed midgets, and the midgets are trying to fight their way out.
They're boxing their way through their butt cheeks, is what it looked like. There was some messes. One girl gets in the car. It was a little Toyota she gets in. And you just saw the Toyota, like, lowered down about 3 inches on that side, and it goes pulling away lopsided. Like, who's going to F that?
What about the footage of the SUVs just rocking?
Yeah, back and forth. These guys are banging hard, man. Just, like, slamming.
And what about the professional Hummer queen there?
The one that just her head going like a mile a minute. She looked like a woodpecker. You ever see a woodpecker on a pole? And her head's moving. You go, how'd they move that head that fast? I'd say you're watching this girl. And she's like, wow.
Woodpecking.
Woodpecker. It's got wood and pecker. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, the head nurse girl that's walking around. That was her. That was that disgusting one. She dresses like a nurse. Which, a little side note, me and my girl walking around the Village on Friday. We went to go see Ron and Fez. Had some
thing going on.
Freak show going on down there.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. And then we just walked around the Village for a little while, and walking into some of the sex shops and stuff. They had all these like outfits and things for role playing and whatnot hanging up. I am so disgusted by the nurse outfit. Like with the red cross on it. It's like the white. It's supposed to be sexy. It's like some kind of plastic stuff or whatever. And the hat and the big red cross on it. And it just reminds me that it makes me think if a girl's wearing it, that you're getting an enema. That's all I can think. It's like rubbery, so it's waterproof, and the big red cross, just like it's a big Nurse Helga coming up and slamming an enema tube, and I find nothing sexy about that. Like the cute little maid thing, that's hot, right? The little maid outfit or something like that.
I like basic lingerie on a
lingerie. Fan-effing-tastic.
But the basic stuff, not when they get too crazy and too fancy.
You don't like all the garter things or
the very nice, sexy, basic.
I like lingerie. A nice fishnet deal to start with. Very sheer, see-through thing.
But the fake like French maid outfits, the fake nurse outfit.
The maid, I don't mind if it's done right. It's got to look good. It's got to be a good one. That looks hot. The nurse thing, goodbye. That is just. That reminds me, like, it's one step away from Please Diaper Me.
With the little nurse hat that they haven't worn since the 50s?
Yeah, it does. It looks like she's on World War II detail or something. She got that big nurse hat with the red cross on it and the enema tube.
Looks like she should be in a Hemingway novel.
Not sexy.
Look at me with culture today.
Awful. Awful.
It was a great book. Relax. Let's go to Chris. 1967. A resident of Hunts Point.
Former.
Former resident of Hunts Point. It's been like this since 1967.
That's right, since I was a little kid.
Go ahead, Chris.
Since I was 8 years old, walking to school.
Remember seeing the gals?
All of them. But you have to remember, a couple years back, you know what killed that area? Crack. That's what killed the women. Because I remember when I was a teenager, they were hot. They were something. They were fierce.
That's when they were heroin chic.
No, well.
At what age, Chris?
I'm 34 now. I figure 16.
Chris, dude, every girl was hot when you were 16.
These girls were
I've looked at some of the women that I thought were hot at 16, and I'm talking about, like, pictures of what they looked like when I was 16. I'm like, what the F was I thinking?
Chris, you got to realize something.
You think a tree knot looks hot at 16.
Maybe you're just remembering the hot ones, because there is not a hooker on the face of this earth from any time period through history that wasn't on some drugs. So the ones you were looking at were probably either in 67 doing some LSD or smoking weed. Whatever they were doing, they were on a lot of drugs. Now crack, I must admit, crack really messes a gal up.
That's it, man. It destroyed the whole trade, because we used to go down there, and part of growing up in the neighborhood is at 16, everyone would chip in and get you a Hummer.
Oh, is that like a rite of passage?
It was a rite of passage.
They never showed that on the Wonder Years.
That's right.
You never saw the little Fred Savage going to get his with his little Jets jacket. Yeah, with his little Jets jacket going to bust a nut.
That's right.
He was going to play a little softball with his friends.
Maybe paying a little off to Winnie Cooper.
Right.
Why not?
You would talk to friends, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, I'm having my Sweet 16 party. What are you doing?" Like, I'm going on a point.
Wonder Year jokes. How pathetic are we today?
Well, come on. We're talking about the point.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But the people, I guess the people that run that area down there, it's been like that for millions of years, and maybe
millions.
Maybe they utilize their services.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
One thing I noticed that these hookers wonder why they just get beaten. From watching this special, they take some dopey ass chances. Like there was one hooker. She's in a car with a guy. The guy had already paid her the money because they got to pay up front. Then he starts grabbing on her or something, and grabbing her head, and trying to put his finger in places, and she didn't like that. Get away from my ho. Yeah. She was like, get away from my ho. H-O-W. I told you, get away from my ho. And she got all pissed off, and she goes, that's it. So the guy goes, just give me my money back. It's over. And she goes, no, I'm getting out of here. You're done. She gets out and slams the door. Guy paid the money. He didn't get any sex. That tells me the guy could get out, grab her by the hair and punch her face in, because that's the kind of guys, these chicks are dealing with.
Well, sure, that's what you do in Grand Theft Auto 3.
Right. Even if they are nice and give you the sex, you beat them with the pipe and you take the money.
Afterwards.
And you steal a car and run over old ladies.
That's right, and you get your money back.
Right. What a great game.
All right.
Wow, phone's loaded.
Yeah,
and we didn't play one clip.
Well, it's all right. We're going to play 3 clips after the break. Don't worry, we're not waiting until 5:20. Well, we're rolling here today. Mike from the NYPD. What's going on, Mike?
How you doing, guys?
All right.
Hey, man.
Pretty much the reason why it looks like the cops aren't doing anything is because they let these girls out of jail, less than 24 hours after you lock them up. So they're out there the next day anyway.
Yeah, because they have nothing else.
Yeah, so, it's such a BS crime that, they barely give them a fine and let them go.
I would think that they could come up with something that could keep the girls out of there. And again, I don't care. I think it's great. It makes for great HBO specials. But for the people that do care and are trying to do something, because, again, I got to believe there's politicians in Hunts Point that are embarrassed by it. Although maybe they're proud. Maybe they dress with the pimp hats and the big feathers coming out of there and go, I am the councilman of the Pert. But I would think they want to get rid of that, and there's got to be a way.
Oh, of course there's a way. It's very easy, but they don't care. I mean, most of this stuff is going on at night when all the businesses are closed there. Like they said, it's industrial, so there's no one there to complain.
I guess if they chase them out of there, they got to be afraid of where they're going to pop up next. Maybe it will be a residential neighborhood or somewhere that they don't want. You got to keep your bombed-out, disgusting places to a minimum.
Well, trust me, they're in other places, too. They're just behind the doors.
All right, Mike, thank you.
Take care.
Cool. Here's Eric, who got busted at Hunts Point.
Oh, that's got to be embarrassing. Eric, what'd you do? Did you roll up to a cop?
No, I did not. He rolled up to me. They rolled past me while my friend was getting a Hummer, and I was just sitting there outside. So they rolled up, said, what are you doing?
Wait. Give me the situation. You and your friend drive up in a car.
Right. He gets a date.
All right, now, the girl just comes up to your car at a light.
Right.
What'd she look like? Any good?
No, not bad. Not bad.
All right, so it was just for your friend.
One of the times where I was able to hook up with a white girl, actually.
Ah, how about that? And it was just for your friend?
Yes.
So you had to get out of the car?
I got out of the car, and it's all junkyards over
ballsy,
there. Junkyard dogs and all that stuff.
Dude, that's a ballsy move, getting out of the car.
Yeah, I know. That
what a dope.
Is so terrible.
All right, so you get out, the chick gets in, and do they go anywhere?
Yeah, they drive off maybe like 100 feet.
All right, they park somewhere.
And
are you supposed to be the lookout?
Yeah.
I had to figure this out.
How high were you?
Oh, God.
You could see the cops coming from a mile away.
Yeah, he's trying to whistle. What happened? How'd you screw up?
You panicked, didn't you?
The cops rolled by. Says, what are you doing over here? Says, I'm waiting for a friend of mine.
Yeah, sure.
And where is his friend?
Yeah, he's working at IBM.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the guy is sitting behind the wheel. And every time, her head goes up and down, this guy is pushing the brakes,
Oh, what an idiot. What an idiot. So now why didn't you go?
That must have been a good Hummer.
I guess. So listen to this.
Yeah.
They roll with their car forward, and I guess they go around the corner. Then they come back on foot.
Why didn't you whistle or tell your friend?
Because, I don't know, I was just panicking,
What a lookout.
What a friend.
Well, I didn't want to sit there while he's getting a Hummer and watch him, know?
Guys, the cops. Guys, the
Humana.
Guys, So did you run away when he went?
No, I didn't run away. So here's what happened. They came back on foot, and they caught him.
Yeah.
They caught him, and they want to search the vehicle.
Yeah.
So they searched my vehicle. I have a pellet gun. I had one.
Oh, anyway. You idiot. You know something? I got to tell everybody that has a pellet gun or a fake gun, one of those counterfeit guns under your seat in your car, throw it out right now. It is going to do nothing but get you killed. Or arrested.
So
period.
It was locked in my glove compartment. They make me open up the glove compartment.
Did you step on the brakes and it ended up on the dashboard? Call back from about a year and a half ago.
Right. Just for New York.
Just for New York. Sorry.
New York says we don't do anything for them anymore.
There you go. Minnie Wheat was driving.
They make me open up my glove compartment.
Yes.
And they find the gun.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. Gun partner!
Yeah, what happened?
No, it wasn't that. He knew it was a pellet gun.
Did he call you an idiot?
He didn't call me an idiot. What he did was he made me and my friend get up against the wall,
Yeah.
And he shot both of us in the ass.
With the pellet gun?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
He did not. Did he?
I swear.
That's funny. That is funny.
He kept the gun and told us to get out of there.
So you didn't have to pay a fine or any of that crap?
No.
Didn't arrest you.
That's cool.
Great lookout, dude.
Yeah, thanks.
Jesus.
All right, Eric.
Bye.
That's funny.
Mike from the Bronx saying, Molly Ringwald is proof you don't know what's hot at 16. Everyone thought Molly Ringwald was hot when you were 16.
Oh, my God. And they did that behind the music scenes thing they do on TV.
Uh-huh.
What is it called?
True Hollywood Stories.
Yeah, on 16 Candles.
Yeah.
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 She's in Cabaret now. Here in Manhattan.
Yeah.
And from what I hear, she gets nearly naked.
Yeah.
Hey, Molly, put your goddamn clothes back on. You're 50% of this, people. We need you. John works off your energy.
John's not in that play.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Made a mistake. Put your goddamn clothes back on.
Kevin.
Yo.
You're a cop?
Yeah, I'm a cop up in the South Bronx.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I used to patrol around that area when I did a task force. A lot of fun over there.
I
mean, the place closes down at night.
Action-packed.
There's nothing open. Everybody's inside. There's like maybe 2 strip joints up there. And I think these hookers go and work in a strip joint for the night.
Well, that's what it seems like. They talked to a few of the hookers that said, I ain't going to strip. You know, I'm not going to do a dance for, hours and get me $1. It's like, and then she goes, I ain't going to work, 2 weeks to make no $250. It's like, God, it's called getting a job and, working your way up. Maybe you got to cut some corners at first and build your way up in whatever company you're working for. You're going right to getting it in the A for money like that. Maybe there's some middle ground you could have compromised.
We used to really mess with them, though. We used to sit up on the blocks at the unmarked cars.
Yeah.
And time them. Once they picked them up, maybe they get around to the time of completion, pull up behind them, throw the lights on, start hitting the siren. Guy just spent X amount of dollars, and now he's not, finishing.
Oh, you're excited.
Oh, man, that's bad.
Oh, yeah.
Classic.
You see the arms start going in the car, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I gotta go.
What do they usually say when you ask, what are they doing here?
Picking up a friend.
Oh, is that what they say? I'm picking up a friend.
Yeah, in the middle of Hunts Point.
I'm getting a Hummer, officer.
Hey, Kevin, being a cop, do you feel guilty when you pull up to one of these guys and they got the car seat in the back and stuff?
You would be surprised the people we've collared at it. Judges.
Really?
Administrative judges, doctors.
It's probably why they keep it open, It's a place for some of these upper echelon government people to get some trim.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you find them in dresses.
Oh, man.
Like you're a judge in a dress.
Oh, what?
You get some wild people. We pulled a guy out of there. But I think it's worse when the Johns get collared than when the girls get collared, because it's worse for the Johns. The wives are going to find out.
Oh, hell yeah. The hookers just get arrested. They make bail. They're out. The Johns. Yeah, the wife's finding out. Don't you impound the car?
The car gets taken away.
So now you got to explain why you don't have a family car anymore.
And then up in the Bronx, they actually print your name in one of the papers there, the Bronx.
All right.
Oh, God.
I'm a step ahead of you and Ant, and you just said where I was going.
I had a feeling.
This is what scumbags your pals Opie and Anthony are.
Oh, my God, I forgot about this bit.
When we were up in Boston.
Yeah, this was bad.
Just to do some of that edgy radio.
To be wacky.
We would... we would go through the local paper where they list all the Johns.
On Monday, they would list them after they were arrested on the weekend.
I think wasn't it the Herald back then that was doing it? And a lot of these guys, they get caught, trying to pick up a hooker.
Name, address would be in the paper.
Yeah, and they think they're in the clear. Because, they do what they have to do, and the wife didn't find out. But now they're in the paper, and unless the family or the wife, looks in that section, they're home free.
Right.
No, we used to call their wives at home.
Dude, Aunt and I would do that live on the radio.
We'd call them up and tell them, hey, did you hear what your husband did this weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
We used to call them at home. Be like, hi, we have your husband. He's here. He's arrested. What was he arrested for?
Right.
We found him with a prostitute.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
they go nuts.
Matter of fact, Rick found one of these.
No way.
Thank you, Kevin.
We have one?
All right, guys. Good night.
I don't even know what this is going to sound like.
I don't either.
I'm sure my voice will sound really high and stupid.
Maybe references to other radio stations. Who knows?
Whatever. This is when we used to do a bit called... All right. All right, hold on.
All right, we just had a dump out of the guy's name.
Right,
we said the name to what was in the paper.
We're idiots. All right, Rick, clean this up for the radio.
Clean that up. Put your goddamn clothes back on.
Clean this. We will show you what scumbags Ant and I are.
Poor Steve up there in Boston.
Wow.
We had his whole name.
Yeah, we'll clean it up. But basically, we went through the paper and called these guys at home, and and I think that one, Ant.
Yeah.
That was his son. Now, before you hate us, we did this a long time ago.
Yes, we've since learned.
We were very, very bitter men.
We were irresponsible, Opie.
Irresponsible and very bitter.
Yes.
We hated everybody. We wanted people to suffer around us.
Don't we still? Who are you kidding? Yeah.
They'll buy it. Relax, dude. We're much nicer.
Everyone hanging on the phones. We'll get to you, man. A lot of people want to talk about hookers.
All right, we'll take a break. We do have the audio from the HBO special. We'll play it.
We swear.
No, it's. I mean.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Come on.
And it's not a bit. I mean, the audio is just okay.
Yeah.
You know, there's some fun to it, but you know, it's not like it's that good for 520. We got something else for 520 today.
Right.
We do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Frank Caliendo's here, Anthony. We'll be talking to him in a little bit.
Roy.
Very funny guy. Does lots of voices, including John Madden.
Right.
One of my faves. So. All right, Rick's cleaning that bit up. By the time we get back, we'll be able to play it so we don't F this guy again.
I can't believe that.
It's been about 5 years, and I'm sure the wife is finally over it.
Imagine like it's him and his wife is either over it or he got a divorce because of it. Now he's got another girl, maybe married again. Who knows? It's been a while. And then his name pops out again in this bit, and he's got it.
I think we're showing responsibility today, Anthony.
Nah.
By not screwing the guy twice.
We're playing God with you, Steve. And today we decided you live.
We've decided to let you slide.
The Opie and Anthony FU line is there for you when life sucks.
Sucks to be me.
Call anytime. 212-830-3785.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
The Opie and Anthony Show. 1027 WNEW. Every day something gets me off the road. Find me sitting by myself. No excuses that I know.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. Hey, speaking of Alice in Chains, we started the show by complaining about this critic that gave the Stone Temple Pilots show a really bad review in the paper today. The Deke. He came across like he was out of touch and stuff, Anthony. He didn't understand why STP would start their show with Shine On You Crazy Diamond by Pink Floyd.
Right.
And a lot of people writing in saying that STP, they played Shine On You Crazy Diamond as an ode to Lane Staley. The song is originally for Syd Barrett after he lost his mind. So I think that was STP's way of acknowledging the passing of Lane Staley. But this out-of-touch rock critic couldn't figure that out. Yeah, wasn't smart enough to kind of ask around the room to see why they might do something like that.
Dan Aquilente.
Something out of the ordinary.
Thought it sucked.
So, thank you for that. Thanks for that info. A lot of people emailing with that today. All right, we're talking about the HBO hooker special, Anthony.
We're talking hookers.
And we finally get to the audio.
Yeah.
From the special.
They I guess they wired up these hookers, this was kind of weird. The audio was very clear. So the mics were obviously inside the vehicles. I guess the girls were wired for sound.
Yeah.
I guess they had it, in their pocketbooks maybe? A mic? I don't know.
Well, that's easy, though. HBO goes, hey, you want to make some good money?
Well, yeah, it's not like
we want you to wear this wire. We'll pay you, a couple $100 or whatever, and, we're going to get some audio from it.
I was just wondering how legal that is, and then to broadcast it without the guy's permission, it's kind of odd. Maybe they altered the voices on the men, but it didn't sound like it at all. So I don't know how they get away with stuff like that.
It seems like a very irresponsible radio bit.
Irresponsible broadcasting.
Sounds like something we would have done in the past.
Horrid. Not now, though.
No.
Very responsible broadcasters.
Very under control now. Even though we just signed our lives away to something.
I don't even know what that was.
We just admitted to something, I think.
All I know is Ben comes in here, just sign these real quick, and on the top it says under penalty of perjury.
Right.
Like, what the... sign it quick?
Yeah, but who actually reads that stuff before you sign it?
Blah, blah, blah.
What's a little perjury? When we signed our contracts here in New York, it was like 200 pages.
I didn't read it.
I didn't read it. Who has time to read?
I got people that
tell me where to sign it.
The agent reads it.
I hope so. I hope someone read it.
All I know is I just read something. I don't know what it was, but it was under penalty of perjury.
Yeah. They're saying we didn't say things, I guess.
What the hell?
What the hey?
What the hey-ho?
What did we just sign?
I don't know.
I think Ken Stevens pulled a fast one on us.
He did.
It's like the guys are really, they're busy. They're concentrating on their show. They're distracted. Ben, run in here with these and have them sign them and give it back to me stat.
I'll show them.
So Ben runs down the hall with the stuff we just signed.
I'll show them.
Words like insertion and twisting and turning.
I don't know. I don't know what that meant.
Saying things didn't happen.
I don't know.
All right, Anthony.
I'm boggled. How is that edit coming, Rick?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is. Hey, what's the matter, Rick? You look a little bummed out today.
He's very sick today, and we got to get to his tape.
It's not the AIDS or nothing, right? Take some Tylenol. It cures it. It's chicken soup.
Does it sound okay? Yeah. Is it funny? Yeah. I don't even remember it.
I don't either.
I'll just double check, make sure it's dropped in there.
All right, cool. We'll play it in a minute. We're talking about this bit we used to do in Boston that I think is highly illegal.
Illegal.
They've changed the rules of broadcasting a little bit. But back then in Boston, they would print the names of all the people that were caught with hookers. And then I thought it would be a cute little bit to call these people at home and maybe tell their wives and their family members what Daddy was doing.
Just in case he thought he got off the hook.
Right.
Oh, my God. Well, the paper... Thank God I took the morning paper.
All right.
I threw it away. I know my neighbor, Bob, he gets the paper, but I told him, hey, I'm in trouble, you could keep my lawnmower, but don't tell the wife about the... And I'm in the clear. Bring. Hi, it's Opie and Anthony. Telling you something about your hubby.
Someone's going to explain the whole HBO thing and how they could get away with it, Anthony.
Oh!
Taping the Johns and stuff. Yes, Rob.
Hey, guys, how are you?
Pretty good.
It kind of works very similar or along the same laws as the Girls Gone Wild video. It's called public domain. Anything that takes place on the road and in the road, you don't need to sign any consent forms because the roads are considered public domain. And when you're putting yourself on those roads, there's a chance that you could be videotaped or...
How can we use this for the show, Opie?
I'm thinking we should start broadcasting from the street.
Can we broadcast from a car?
Then we won't have to be signing forms.
Under penalty of perjury.
Under penalty of perjury. That would get rid of that. All right, Rob, thank you.
Take care, guys.
All right. We're going to play that in a little bit, Rick, because we promised them this audio from the hookers battle.
Yeah, let's hear some of the audio from these wonderful gals over at Hunts Point, Bronx.
Right.
Hookers from the HBO special.
As HBO goes into the cars with the hookers and the Johns. Oh, thank you. Ben, it was B.
What is it? It was B. It's always B.
It's always been B.
There you go.
No, it's A.
It's A. Oh. It's always been A. What?
Oh, today it was A, but it wasn't on.
Today it was A, but it wasn't on.
Right.
Okay. Remember that.
My first customer drove me kind of crazy, obsessed with me.
I want to be your boyfriend, but I want to be watching out for you.
You want?
Oh, okay. This is the guy that starts admitting to way too much, right?
No, I think this is the guy that wants her as a boyfriend. Right. That wants to be her boyfriend.
My first customer drove me kind of crazy, obsessed with me.
I want to be your boyfriend, but I want to be watching out for you.
You want to be my boyfriend? That's so cute. Let me see where's my condoms at. You didn't have nobody else, right?
No.
You didn't have nobody else?
No.
Okay. So let me do your job, baby.
Yeah.
Let me take care of you now, because you took care of me.
Take care of you. You call me every day and I'll always be there, Are you attracted to a guy like me? Would you be attracted to a guy like me?
Yeah, of course. You're sweet. That's what counts. I like that. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. I like guys like that. I don't like jerks and stuff like that.
I mean, as far as, physically attracted to.
You're a freak, just like me. What is your sign? he just liked me so much that, you know, he was saying crazy things.
I just like to take the D out of your mouth and talk to me. Yeah, baby, I like it. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, put you on my pension plan, right? On my life insurance. You're gonna be the mother of my babies. I'm
gonna be the mother of your baby.
I'm gonna choose you.
Jerk it like that? Like this? Like that? Like that? Like that?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see that mother. Let me see that. Let me see this. Yeah, I'm checking that.
Right now. Oh, go.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2. Faster! Yeah!
You're crazy.
The third time I tell him not to for me no more. I want to go home. I'll give you a call tomorrow. We'll talk.
The countdown. 5, 4, 3.
Sorry, and I made a really big mistake.
What?
That was actual audio of our Super GM, Ken Stevens, during his meeting with the big bosses last week. I played the wrong tape. I'm very sorry.
Actually, that was right before you switched to NASCAR on your TV, Opie.
Easy. Hey, how do I go back? Like I hit.
Wow. That guy was going.
Oh, I screwed up.
Woo!
All right. All right, now we got a clip of Cindy.
Cindy.
What is this one about? Do we know? It says Cindy. All right, we'll take a listen.
Oh, yeah. You like me to play with them, huh? You's a freaky, huh? Oh, come on, baby. I don't lick, baby. I'm sorry. Oh, you nasty. You like that?
Not too much.
She's a lady.
Old enough to suck your
That's good. I like that.
Oh, that's a lady when she's spitting on it. Not too much, man.
Not too much.
And she wanted him to lick his yam bag. And she goes, I don't do that. I don't lick. And then she said it.
A girl's got morals.
Yeah. She don't lick the yam bag. Pleasure for me, for you to lick yam bag. Pleasure for me. You freak. You freak. You like that? Puff. Yes. You like? Puff. Very good. Pleasure for me to pleasure you. Puff. You like? I give you the Iron Chick special. Pleasure for me. The D-suck champion, the champion of the jerk. I'm champion of A. I'm champion. You like that, you effing freak? Puff. Let me lube. Puff. You like? Pleasure for me.
From oldest country.
From oldest country, Taranaran, where we learn how to do this. Puff. Awful.
Someone on the line is saying that that sounded a lot like dice moaning. All right, and finally, I think this is the best clip where the guy starts admitting everything. Yeah, this is worth the price of admission, Anthony.
Yeah.
Seemed like a regular guy, and
regular guy that would go to a hooker.
Well,
like he seems like
And then
any guy you might work next to in the trades, or he might be next to you on the job. Who knows?
He goes to a hooker, and she's so good that he decides he needs to admit a lot of things.
He needs to admit that he wants to do certain things
to other guys. So here we go.
You know what? Let me get another condom, because I might have to shove my finger up your
Oh, I can see the world from there.
Oh, yeah. Isn't it a beautiful place?
Oh, damn. See, I want to be underneath when your man's hitting there when he's hitting there like this. I want to be underneath.
Sniffing my
Sniffing his
Oh, my God.
Making his
Oh, look at it.
He's saying his.
Yeah, he wants to.
We have to bleep this like crazy, but he's saying his.
Like, she didn't understand, because she goes, oh, yeah, you want to be underneath and, doing certain things to her? And he goes, yeah, I want to suck his this and do the touch that and lick this, and he's talking about her boyfriend.
Yeah. Let's go back here a little bit.
See, I want to be underneath when your man's hitting there when he's hitting there like this. I want to be underneath.
Sniffing my
Sniffing his.
Oh, my God.
Licking his.
Oh, licking his. My
yeah.
You nasty bastard.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you're a freak. Well, he was a little bit over the top with sucking my man's because there's no way my man is going for that. But I mean, if it makes him happy to hear it, it makes me happy to say it. You like that fat rump? And taste and fishnet? You like that?
Yeah. Let me stick my finger in that.
Not for $40, baby. Gotta come a little better. You want to stick your finger up? You want me to stick my finger up your fine? As long as both of us have condoms on our fingers, we can do that. But you will pay me double. You got some more money for me? Yeah, you got some more money for me?
Yeah.
What you got for mama, huh? No, you have to pay for it. That's right. Pay for the dance.
Let me see that.
Hey, please.
Please.
Pretty please. Sniff that. That's it. Take a good pay for it. Now I've been all night. I've been different men all night. 7 mother. He was into hearing me tell him that I'd been out there having sex with men all night before I saw him.
Let me sniff it when 20 G's went back there. That's where I want to be.
Making it out.
You got all that when you suck.
You're going to have to see me.
I want to suck.
Shit. I'll make
you get some slapped on me. Somebody. Tell me, say if you're talking to your girlfriend. Describe my to her.
Oh, he had a nice little short fat. A little short fat. A little bit of anal.
That's a virgin ass.
Oh.
That's a virgin ass.
Ew.
Here you go.
Oh.
Suck on this thing. Suck on that one.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Yeah, baby.
What do you call that? A surprise?
Hold on. Ooh. Never did tell me your name.
Wow. That, again, wasn't even from the special. That was Norton and Voss on a Saturday night. Wow.
I hope most of that made it through.
I hope so.
Holy Jesus.
Wow.
The guy sounds like he's doing Anthony's old man moan. Oh! Yeah, that's what you don't want to hear. Oh, yeah. Ugh.
That was a little disturbing, Anthony.
To say the least.
Hearing other guys. Tommy from the NYPD. What's going on, bro?
Boys, how are you?
All right.
I worked at detail for 3 years back in when they were filming the first one, and that broad Leo, I busted her I don't know how many times, and you know, like when she said that she's out here for her kids, that's a load, man. She's a crackhead.
Oh, really?
Listen to this, man. We watched her drop a deuce, and there was a guy waiting for her to finish, and she got in the car with him, and that's when we busted him.
So the guy is pulled over at the side of the road. She goes over like by a tree or something?
What happened was he rolled up to her. We were watching.
So nasty.
He rolled down his window, and they talked for a minute or two.
Excuse me, I gotta take a dump.
Yeah. She said, "I'll be right back." I guess whatever. She went, dropped the deuce, came back, got in the guy's car, and afterwards I said to the guy, "Man, are you out of your mind?" I said, "Didn't you see what's wrong with you?" And the guy felt like like a real moron, but. And the one, the teacher, I busted her one time because she reached into a guy's car to steal his eyeglasses because she found out that was a novelty to look like a teacher, and her pimp had beat her up and busted her original glasses, and she couldn't afford another pair.
He didn't want it to be a novelty act?
Yeah, well, she she was the teacher.
Right.
And she reached into this guy's car to steal his eyeglasses. And we busted her for that. She was unbelievable, man. But You know something? You could never stop that down there. It's like putting a Band-Aid on Kennedy's head. It just doesn't happen.
Really? There's no stopping it.
There's no way. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's a toilet. And it was getting so bad at one point that although it's an industrial area, there's houses not far.
Right.
And they would go and park, like, they would actually pull into people's driveways to do the deal.
Oh, imagine that you're coming out of your house to go to work or something, and there's just a used condom on your driveway.
I mean, worse than that, like, somebody honked something up right there, you know? I mean, and they would do it, like, when the kids were going to school. I heard the teacher before say he would go to school. And, CS 92, 93 rather. They would do it right in front of the kids and stuff, and that used to make me insane.
Wow.
All right. Well,
I guess you got to just know not to go there. It's going to be a sewer, and that's the only way it is. And you just got to know. Well, like, you're not going to catch me up there. You know, I know not to go there, so I don't care what happens up there.
Right. Exactly. I mean, you're not even in America anymore when you enter those parts of the Bronx.
Not even in America. All right.
You know.
Thank you, Tommy.
You guys are the best, and we know you support us, and we appreciate that.
No problem, Tommy.
Cool, man.
NYPD.
All right, cool.
All right. All right. There's a state of panic going on around the studio today. Did we lose our Iron Sheik audio?
Are you kidding?
Oh.
Pleasure for me. Iron Sheik. Iron Sheik, pleasure for me. WWF champion.
All right. Well, we'll take a break. When we come back, Frank Caliendo in studio, Anthony.
Yes.
And we got the audio of us doing this little thing we used to do called Caught with a Hooker.
Yeah.
It's pretty cringy.
Brutal.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
102.7 WNEW.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. We're trying to get Kreskin on the line, Anthony. He's got a new prediction.
Shouldn't he know that we're trying to call him?
Yes.
And just, like, call?
I think that's why he's avoiding our phone call.
Kreskin, the great Kreskin. Kreskin. Who goes around with a name like Kreskin in this day and age? Maybe the old Tonight Show or something, you know, with Carson, when he used to come out. But it's like, how pompous is it? I am Kreskin. I am the great and powerful Kreskin.
But he invented that name, didn't he?
I guess.
Like when you say, hey, stop being Kreskin, we're referring to him, right?
Kreskin.
Or was there another famous Kreskin that he's ripping off?
I don't think so. Who was there before Kreskin?
The pre-Kreskin.
That guy from,
Kreskin.
who was the guy from Ed Wood? He was like the Kreskin guy.
Oh, yeah.
Time. What was his name?
And then there's that Nostradamus guy.
Well, see, he was the original Kreskin.
There's a guy that can freak you out, huh?
But he spoke in quatrains.
Quatrains, right.
Remember that movie? It was with, what the hell's his name?
It was, what?
Orson Welles. The great Orson Welles. How did I forget that? The great Orson Welles.
Green peas.
Green peas. When he used to narrate the Nostradamus movie.
We should say hi to Frank Caliendo.
Frank Caliendo.
Hey, guys.
And now back to Anthony.
The star of Mad TV.
Just in case you piped in during Anthony's little rant here, I want to go, who's that? Who the hell's that? Who's that guy piping up in the background?
Right.
Why isn't he talking like John Madden?
Oh, we'll get
F. John Madden.
We hate John Madden. He's stupid.
I was the original Nostradamus there. I started out as not Nostradamus, and I figured, hey, if I tell people that's what I'm going to be, boom, hey,
You're just like Nostradamus.
I really
Only
am.
you tell people the plays after they happen instead of before.
Yeah, I tell them before the next one's going to happen. I tell them the last play before the next one.
Although you kind of do predict what's going to happen sometimes. You say, I think he's going to,
he's going to
throw
go
the screen or something.
Yeah. If the guy, sometimes I get it right, sometimes I get it wrong. And Nostradamus, however you want to pronounce it, one of those ways. Yeah, that guy, he was a great predictor, and I'm a great after predictor.
Right. Yeah. But you don't speak in the quatrains.
Right. Well, I used to.
You used to speak in the quatrains.
I used to be a quatrain speaker, but now you really got to change my way, especially with Al Michaels.
And what is a quatrain?
It's some type of like poetry.
Let's break it down, guys. You got quad is 4, quad
right?
train is
it's a 4-lined train.
A bus on the track. That was good. I like when you do that.
A train with 4 cars.
A train with 4 cars.
Or maybe a quatrain is a season.
Choo-choo.
Maybe a quatrain is a season. The first quatrain would be, I would have to say winter.
No, he would speak. It was in a riddle. They were all in riddles. Like, they were kind of riddle-like quatrains.
The eagle will fly.
Right. And as sun breaks over the new city... Remember that, how they, when the World Trade Center disaster there, everyone was trying to pull out the Nostradamus predictions, and they said twins would fall in the new city. Shut up! They did not, you dick. I hate that. And everyone buys it because they get it on their goddamn email on their internet, along with the girl that had the peanut butter licked off her by the dog during their surprise party. Surprise!
Email is always true, though.
Of course it is.
An email, it's true.
And I so love when people send the, why is a banana better than a man? Here's 25,000 reasons on your email. Thanks. I only got 6 megs of space. Could you not send me that crap?
Could you stop?
Ugh. Right. Annoying.
I don't care that this kid is dying. I'm not emailing this to 10 other people.
10 other people. At least the chain letter in the old days took some goddamn work, didn't it?
Right.
The person had to write letters, mail them out with stamps. He put some effort into it. When you got it in the mail, it was very ominous. It would talk about bad things that would happen if you didn't answer it. Now it's like, click, click, click on my email. Oh, a chain letter.
Yeah.
Gee, that's real hard adding attachments.
I'll bother all my friends and family.
Yeah, that's good, because you're afraid.
In the old days, it took a lot of work to address an envelope.
A lot of what? Remember getting a chain letter when it was just by the mail? You'd open that up and go, what the hell is this? I'm getting a letter. This is a chain letter. It started in South America in 1905. The first person that didn't respond died when Amazons bit off his head. And you read this thing, it was like, oh, I better get cracking. I better get cracking.
Get Kreskin.
Brian, I better get Kreskin.
Right. I better send out 10 letters before I go to my pyramid scheme meeting.
I see where you're going with this one.
Right.
I'm banging on all cylinders now.
I hate the chain letter. The chain letter really bothers me. Gonna get electronic mail. It's so easy.
Oh, no. I'm in trouble. I better send out some more letters, or I might die. A native's gonna shrink my head. Quatrain. The quatrain. Very frightening. Very ominous. What is this breaking news?
Plane preparing to make emergency landing near Tampa.
Well, then why the hell did they cut away?
That happens every day. What's the big deal?
Rick. Yeah, I wish they would have showed it.
That happens every day.
Yeah. Oh, well. Rick, what was that quatrain?
I should tell people it's not a big airliner. It's just a little Cessna.
How does it turn out, Rick?
Anyway.
Where's Kreskin? Let's ask him how it turns out. We can't get Kreskin?
5 more minutes.
Kreskin. We are trying to contact you, Kreskin. Kreskin. Is there a Kreskin signal we can send up into the clouds?
All right, Anthony, what's
Shaped
up?
like an
Hey,
a-hole.
what's up, guys? How you doing?
All right.
Anthony, yes.
Quatrain is just a stanza in poetry of 4 lines.
A stanza in poetry of 4 lines.
Oh,
I'm not sure if it follows a rhyming scheme or anything, but I know it's the basic. Each stanza.
Poetry
is 4
that doesn't
lines.
rhyme is not poetry.
So it doesn't mean it's 4 seasons.
No.
Anthony,
Yes.
it's verse. It can be blank verse.
All right.
Yes.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah. Thank you, Anthony.
He's hanging up on you. He did. He got you.
I know.
See, that's called getting you.
Yeah.
When he goes, hey, you don't know about this?
No,
See,
Daddy.
you haven't been listening.
Daddy, well, I've been in the wrong city.
I understand. Some people will call up and then say what they want, and then they go, oh, guys. And you go, yeah? Click. And they hang up on us. It's their way to get us.
Oh,
so
I
he
got.
just got you.
Oh, my God.
You were gotten. See, now when it's tried on us, they go, oh, guys, we got, nah, you're not going to get us. And then we get him. But see, you're like fresh meat here.
But that guy's laughing uncontrollably.
Right, he's laughing his
on.
balls off as we speak.
Let somebody try again.
And you won't be gotten.
Let's see.
Very
Maybe
good.
I will.
Maybe. Ted, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? Can you hear me okay?
What?
Oh, geez, don't start. Hang on. What's up, guys?
Yes, how are you?
Ted?
How's the VU meter?
Can you hear us?
Ted?
I'm here, guys.
Okay.
I think Long Beach is going underwater. It's raining so hard out here.
All right. What do you want to say?
Criswell is the guy from the Ed Wood movie.
Remember Ed Wood? It was Criswell Predicts.
He was a bit of a bone smuggler from the 50s, I think. And,
but he did Kreskin's act. And Kreskin and Criswell, come on. There's a little bit of a ripoff.
I think both of them are a little quiffy. There's something in there somewhere. I don't know where, but...
All right. Criswell, Kreskin, he went with that KR thing.
Yeah, you know. Like,
Thank you.
They're barely scratching.
Thank you, Ted.
You guys have a good day.
Thank you.
Hey, Anthony, we cleaned up the tape from Boston. We gotta tell Frank what we're gonna do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we almost got off track. Good thing reeling it back in, Opie.
Thank you, Anthony.
Reeling it in.
Thank you.
We were talking about the HBO Hooker special. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Isn't it great? Did you watch it?
I haven't seen it. I heard you guys talking about it. Now Daddy wants to watch it.
They just showed hookers servicing guys.
I wonder
what
John Madden would sound like cruising for...
Hey, can you bleep me out? I can say some interesting stuff here. I mean, when you put it in and it's coming out and something falls off, you don't know which one happened. Boom! Hey, rub them there. Yeah, whoa. Hey, no, don't touch your boyfriend. When you want the boyfriend involved, you're not gonna be allowed to lick and touch him.
Right.
That guy, I love that guy. Used to be a Green Bay Packer.
Anyway, it reminded us of something we used to do when we were really nasty.
Yes, this is awful, and we would never do something this horrible now.
No.
They used to print in the newspaper the names of the Johns that had been arrested over the weekend getting the hooker and their address. So we would go to the to the phone book and find the guy, call him up his house, and get his wife on the phone
to make sure the wife read the paper.
Make sure the wife read the paper, knew about it, and maybe get her comments on this. This is one instance where we did this, and if you notice, it is absolutely the guy's wife. She knows we're not kidding, and her nervous laughter. Is such a giveaway.
But we got to break in because we have Criswell.
Oh, Criswell.
Criswell's on the phone, and he's changing airplanes, so we got to get to him first. Then we'll get to the tape from from the Caught with the Hooker thing.
You guys are off the wall.
What do you
mean, Criswell?
The great Criswell. How are you today?
Get out of here. Get out. Hey, guys, you know,
Kreskin, wait a minute. Do you remember the great Criswell?
Sure I do. Did it real well, and he was a character with the darn platinum blonde hair. He'd say bed bugs in Boston, and Carson used to mock him.
Kreskin,
remember those things?
Were you inspired by Criswell?
Oh, no. I was inspired by him.
I'm just thinking. You're doing a Madden impression? No, I didn't.
Hey, remember he'd come on his white tie and tails and sit there and like he was an ominous funeral director. Remember that?
Right. I remember. Well, from the Ed Wood movie. I really don't know what he was really like.
Well, you mean you don't know Carson? Get out of here.
I don't know Criswell. I just know that the guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off played him. Wasn't that him?
Yeah. But early in the Carson show, I have to tell you secretly, Johnny would have him on to make these asinine, crazy predictions. He'd sit down and say,
"That's kind of why you're on our show."
I predict bed bugs in Texas.
He would say that
half of California will turn around and face stupidest things, and he'd do it so seriously, but of course, Carson, with his expressions.
Hey, are you looking into a mirror as you say this?
The great and amazing Kreskin.
Kreskin, how's the stroke?
I'm out of there for... Say that again, guys.
Kreskin, you didn't hurt yourself when you fell to the ground here on this at this station when you were rubbing out Osama bin Laden.
I know what you called about. The reason I mentioned this is that I just got a call from...
How was the interviews with the press after you left our show last time?
Oh, how'd that go?
You said you had to get out of here because the press needed to talk to you.
You heard about the press conference because the story has finally now been released. In fact, they tell me some of the different shows have discussed. Regis discussed it today, but I got to tell you the background on. I have not flipped my lid, guys. I am not off the wall.
Okay, Kreskin, let me
stupid predictions.
Let me get our listeners a little up to speed on this. You had a prediction on Regis this morning, I believe. Was it this morning,
right.
Rick?
That's right.
And you stated what? Please tell our audience.
All right. The bottom line is this. I was touring Canada before I saw you guys last, and they had a report that the largest...
Oh, God.
They had 42% increase in sighting UFOs in Canada this past year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the scientists are saying they couldn't figure it out. So I had a press conference, and then as of today, I stated this. The next the largest sighting in 1 century. And when I say largest sighting, I mean the amount of people will take place in either May or June, and it will take place not in Canada, but on the desert in Nevada, and I mean this May or June. And by the way, guys, it is not a joke. I don't play games.
Right.
I will, when I get back to New York on Monday, I'm going on a network show and put in escrow $50,000. If my prediction is wrong, that money is going to charity.
Hey, we got a better idea, though, Kreskin, because you believe in your abilities, right?
Yeah, well, I don't usually make these kind of predictions. I tell you very honestly.
But I'm thinking if you're really confident that this is going to happen in May or June, why don't you kind of put your life on the line?
Up the ante. Say that you'll kill yourself if this doesn't come through.
Get out of here. Jesus. I mean, here
if you know what's going to happen, what the hell?
Kreskin, all you have to do is stare into the sun with those glasses, and the sun will burn holes through your head.
I'm going to hit you. Listen, I'm going to hit you. I'm headlining, by the way, at the Silverton. For a month and a half in Vegas, starting in a few weeks.
Well, congratulations. Kreskin, I got to ask you something about this recent latest prediction. Is it going to be a multiple UFO sighting, or is it just the most people will see one UFO?
Amount of people, it'll be 3 or 4. I don't think it'll be more than 3 or 4 UFOs, but I mean, when I say the amount of people, it's not going to be a group of guys named Opie and Anthony who are fishing in a swamp having been drinking heavily. It's going to be 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and by the way, those kind of things you don't hear about, but that's how many people I believe are going to be verifying that this happened.
In the Nevada desert, where there are lots of military bases, and they're testing out new aircraft all the time.
A lot of people live in the Nevada desert, Kreskin.
I'm putting 55. Hey, guys.
Hey, why do these UFOs always land in the desert and not in the middle of, like, New York City?
Yeah, Kreskin.
Because usually there's only a handful of people that see them, and that's always the oddball people, like 2 guys.
But why would Why would a UFO be?
Gotcha.
Why would a UFO be scared of?
I'm about to board the flight now, but I'll be back again next week. I gotta get going, guys. I'm boarding a plane.
What planet is it going to, Kreskin?
Oh, Jesus, I'm going. Hey, listen.
Kreskin, are you going to have a safe trip?
I want to warn you about one thing. Do not, in May or June, fish or hunt in Nevada.
The fishing in Nevada, yes, of course.
Gotta go, guys.
Okay, Kreskin, have a safe flight, Kreskin.
All right, bye.
There goes the great and powerful Criswell. Oh, my God, he's lost his effing mind. He's lost his mind. Whatever little was left, it's gone. So his prediction... The Nevada desert, sometime in May or June, is that?
Yeah.
There will be the largest... 2 guys named Opie and Anthony.
Right. He got us. What are we going to do?
Anthony, there's more than one way to get you, and boom, he got
did it. So there'll be a sighting of maybe up to 3 UFOs by many people, up to 70 people. And that's not the largest sighting. There have been sightings of UFOs to upwards of thousands of people over cities.
Nuts. Sure.
And so he's saying 3 UFOs, up to 3, with maybe 75 people that will see this. I cannot wait until May and June pass by, and we get Kreskin on the phone and ask him, what happened?
What happened? On this one? We had him in the studio, and he was doing his trickery.
It's his great and powerful wizardry.
Card tricks?
Yeah. It's all sleight of hand.
We all make an ace of spades rise to the top of the deck.
It's an exaggerated... You're right, it's an exaggerated card trick. But he decided to ham it up a bit and have a fake stroke.
Yeah,
that's the only way we can describe it. He fell on the ground and started yelling and stuff.
Frank, it was ridiculous. He had me holding a voodoo doll, and I was to poke a pin in the voodoo doll's leg. So I poked it, and Kreskin, buckled. He grabbed his leg, went, his head hit the door, his white hair fluffed up, and his glasses flew off his head, and we died laughing. It was hysterical.
And then he had all his makeup on because he was convinced that the press was waiting for him outside.
Yeah, he goes, the press is outside.
That's what I wanted to know about his big press release.
Yeah, he goes, I had a press conference. No, you didn't.
No, we followed him with a phone, and there was no one out there. We felt really uncomfortable when we realized that he was just... thinking that people would show and no one showed.
He goes, because we were like, Kreskin, why are you wearing makeup for radio? He goes, I'm going to be on the news after this. After we do this, I'm going to be interviewed by the press. It's the biggest thing. It's going to be huge. And then he does this, card trick and leaves and goes, now I got to go out to talk to the press. And we're like, all right, we'll follow you. He goes, well, it's going to be down the road a little ways.
And there are many obstacles.
Many obstacles. Look, I made the press disappear. I'm Kreskin. Kreskin.
We love the guy. We love having him on the show.
Kreskin.
He's goofy.
He is wacky. I give Kreskin 3 wacky horns on that appearance on our show. 3 wacky horns for Kreskin.
If he has his power, why the money? I'd be impressed if he was going to,
I'm putting $50,000 in escrow. Kreskin,
what
please,
is escrow?
Keep it in your account if you have it so your checks don't bounce.
What was that laugh he said when you said he should kill himself?
Oh, you! I'll hit you. I was threatening violence like little Kreskin. I'll hit you from there, subliminally. He is zany. He still thinks it's 1974 and Carson's coming on tonight. With the guests, Kreskin, Charles Nelson Riley. Oh, hey, Kreskin, good trick. Oh.
And Dean Martin.
Oh, how's that for a topper? And Bob Hope will stroll out, but he's got to leave. He can't sit on the couch. Yeah. Kreskin will sit on the couch. Charles sit. Bob Hope can come out, wave a little, talk to Johnny, and then he's got to leave.
Because he's so busy.
He's very busy.
Can't sit through an hour program.
Yeah, I can't hang out, Johnny, but I'm opening at the Sands as he always gets a little plug of where he's going to be in Vegas. Him or Frank or Dino, they can't hang.
Right.
Kreskin, the whole way. They bump him off the edge of the couch if there's enough guests, but he'll sit there.
I know you're so famous that you got to leave.
And now, here's Johnny. We have a great show, Kreskin. Kreskin? It's not even the 20th century anymore. It's the 21st century. Jay Leno's doing his 10th anniversary as the Tonight Show host, and Kreskin is still trying to eke out a career. How sad is that? Oh,
all right.
Oh my God, that is hysterical. Ronald Reagan's running for president. And Kreskin's on the show tonight. Wow, that's some outfit, Doc. With Johnny's guests, Kreskin, Charles Nelson Riley. And now, here's Johnny. Doc, you look like a fag.
Wow.
How about this heat in California? Oh, it's hot out there. How hot is it? It's so hot. It's hotter than Charo's ass. It wasn't funny, but it was a dated reference. Look, George Burns is here, but he's not going to sit either. Awful. Oh, Kreskin. Kreskin really thinks it's still this time in his head. In his head, he believes it's that time. But we love the guy.
Yeah, we love the guy, sure. Yeah, Frank, you playing anywhere?
Bananas in Poughkeepsie and Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey.
Friday, Poughkeepsie Bananas, and Saturday, Hasbrook Heights Bananas.
Yeah.
For Frank Caliendo, very funny guy. Yeah, we'll get to the hooker call, and some guy wants to give some guy wants to give us a guitar.
Right, Guitar Center.
That should make for some good radio.
We have a WOW guitar.
They're going to come in and present us. It's so important that they have to do it live on the air. They can't do it during the commercial breaks, Anthony.
It's like being knighted, Opie. You don't just get it in the mail or something.
How about we have the guys give us the guitar before the break? Let's see how this goes. Bring in guitar guy. Sales insisted that they give us the guitar live on the air, Anthony.
Junk Mail Jerry?
Huh? It was Bucky.
Junk Mail Jerry says that he assumes that Kreskin was watching Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Because that's exactly what happened. Look at that.
Wow, that is a WOW guitar.
It's a guitar. It's got the WOW logo on it.
It's a Fender Squier.
Courtesy
of Guitar Center.
Nice.
Very nice.
We love the Guitar Center.
Guys?
Yeah.
That is very good to have around, just in case Kid Rock comes in again.
Kreskin's in the studio. Very good.
Very nice. We also have Joey Cubio with hair over there.
There you go. That's a reference that 8 people will get. Thank you.
I'll leave now.
That's cool. They're excited to be here,
On behalf of Guitar Center, Jägermeister, and Soul Shake, the band Soul Shake.
Yes.
We'd like to present this to you. And,
the Soul Shake?
Know that BB King.
Who's from Soul Shake?
Yes.
We'll be running our
manager is here, isn't he?
Yeah. Okay. Soul Shake, yeah?
Yes.
Well, on behalf of Guitar Center, we want to present this to you and let you know that we're playing at BB King's. We've got the Guitar Mageddon going on. We're looking for the best
Guitar Mageddon.
The best
I like
amateur
that.
guitar player on the planet.
Best amateur guitar player.
BB King Sunday night. The event starts at 8 o'clock. You can get tickets at Ticketmaster or...
Stop playing anything.
I can't help myself. Or,
very cool.
You can get them through BB King's themselves.
Now at least we have a guitar, just in case, like when Kid Rock came in, we were looking for a guitar.
Yeah.
Now you can play that one. We can have everyone sign it.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's a nice thing.
Very nice. Guys, thank you.
That's all we get?
That's pretty much all you get. I'm sorry. What do you want to do? Do you do imitations of Kreskin or something?
No, but I can do a Gene Simmons of Kiss.
Let me hear.
If you don't mind, Gene Simmons is in the building right now, and I just have to say that history has been made right now with Opie and Anthony.
We don't want to be accused of ripping people off, though.
let me tell you something about Kiss and Opie and Anthony. Is that Kiss has invented Opie and Anthony. And not only that, Kiss has also invented radio as we speak right now.
That is, this is a guy who I try to figure out what he's saying. There's another guy with a guitar. And
listen, you know, when you were on Mad TV, you were in diapers by the time I was on stage at the Cable Hall in Detroit, Rock City.
He's doing a Gene Simmons impression, Opie. That's what it is.
With Kreskin's material.
He's a good friend of ours, actually.
Really? Kreskin or Gene Simmons?
No, Kreskin.
Kreskin is a good friend of yours.
Gene Kreskin. A new character has been formed.
Can I hear more of that Gene Simmons?
Actually, he's the new drummer for Kiss, Kreskin.
Can I hear more Gene Simmons, please?
Kiskin.
More Gene Simmons.
Yeah. Yes.
It's Kreskin with a K, of course.
Yes.
Dude.
Is that the Gene Simmons?
Yeah, you close your eyes. It's like Gene's in the room.
Close your eyes. Excuse me, Opie, while you were in Boston in diapers, I was touring the United States of America. Okay, so history has been made.
History has been made.
Always when somebody was in diapers in history.
And I must say, Steve Brown of Trickster would be very proud of this right now. So we just want to say thank you for him for being Steve Brown of Trickster.
I would like to say thank you to Gene Simmons for being here. You have always been one of my favorite people to listen to on the radio.
Excuse me, Bill Graham.
I was influenced by many of your lyrics. I enjoyed most of them. And when you say history, I realize that is a funny conjunction.
Wow. Oh, you sounded just like Frank Caliendo there. Our guy. Oh, wait, that was Frank. He was doing Paul Stanley.
Well, Paul Stanley has a little higher register.
Oh, he does. You do a Paul Stanley?
Paul Stanley's a little tricky.
Let's hear Paul Stanley.
Well, you see, I don't think Kiss is exactly...
That's good.
Is that Kiss?
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
See, Gene and I, we formed Kiss, and we were going to call the band something else, but we decided to incorporate Peter Criss and Ace Frehley in this band. So we have Eric Singer right now.
There you go. Sounds like him.
No, this is Gene Simmons of Kiss. Now, wait a second, Paul.
Does he have to say this is Gene Simmons from Kiss?
Let me tell you something. Gene!
Yes?
Don't introduce yourself. What are you doing? You don't make sense. Everybody knows who you are. Come on. What's going on here? Does anybody have something to eat? Because I'm hungry.
Well, Gene Simmons of Kiss invented eating.
Gene Simmons? When did you start talking about yourself like in the third person? Bob Dole? Gene Simmons with Bob Dole.
Gene Simmons invented Guitar Center as well. We spell it with a K now. And that's the thing. And now Jägermeister comes up once in a while, but I have to say that Gene Simmons, you can have your steak and you can have your ice cream, but you can't have your steak and your ice cream.
Wonderful.
Hey, guys, John Madden here, and this is not a commercial for Sam Adams.
This is Ronald Reagan, and I'd rather have a bullet in me than listen to any more of this.
This is Gay Leno, and I was wondering what was going on.
Hey, guys, Norm MacDonald here, and guys, I was right. Chris Farley here. I'm back from the dead.
This is the great Criswell. I foresee this going nowhere.
Oh, Ted Knight here, guys.
No, Ted's here. Okay, Pookie. Get the guitar out of here. Okay, Pookie.
Meanwhile, somewhere in another voice. Hey there, guys. Norm Macdonald again, because I couldn't think of another guy.
This is awful.
Really deplorable.
All right,
Gene Simmons of Kiss will be very, very disappointed.
Gene Simmons from Kiss. Thanks, man. Thank you for the guitar and Guitar Center.
Anthony, I must say it's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
And you kind of look like Gene Simmons of Kiss.
Very good. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Dear sweet heaven, they're done.
Thanks a lot, guys.
And Opie, I must say
he's getting pushed out of the studio by his own guys. Holy shit.
Bye, Gene.
Guitar Center, that's all I got to say.
Yes, Guitar Center. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Guitar Center.
Yeah.
As he moans or something.
This is Al Pacino, and that was more like Guitar Off Center.
No, you don't have one more thing. What?
An ovation to give away.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
An ovation?
I just have to say that.
Ovation Guitar.
Sponsors came in music ovation. And we must say that you must have the ovation.
We're giving
Very good.
away an
Ovation's a good guitar, yeah.
We're giving away an applause.
Guitar Center's promotion for Guitarmageddon. I'm not Gene Simmons of Kiss right now, I swear to God.
How can anyone tell?
It is an amazing, it's Jay Leno here, and it is an amazing, that is truly an amazing transformation.
Give away any way you want.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, guys. We will have some sort of...
And Gene Simmons says ovation is number one. That's all I have to say.
All right, thank you, Gene. Oh, boy.
Guys, Rod Roddy from The Price is Right, and they're giving away an ovation from...
An amp. All right, let's, thank you. They keep bringing in stuff more to give away.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yes, guitar picks. Thank you.
That's great. All right. That's a great thing to give away.
That's very cool.
A great amp, Ovation Guitar.
We love
Guitar Center.
Guitar Center, Anthony, yes.
Meanwhile, back in a bit that made sense.
Call with a hooker next, Anthony.
Yes.
That's what we're going to do to save this this mess. And a little taste of the Iron Cheek. We'd like the Iron Cheek. Hey, I want to play a longer one. We'll play this one here. Nope.
Go to number one.
Oh, my God, that is hysterical.
We got 5?
Shorter.
Oh, shorter. Oh, boy. Which one did you have, 2? All right, you guys were right, 2. Here we go.
This is Iron Sheik, World Wrestling Federation, 3-time champion, All-American AAU champion. Pleasure for me to the Anthony and Opie bring me here to New York to I say hello to all my wrestling fans, and everybody know I'm the real Middle Eastern, come to the greatest wrestling country and most famous city in the world, Manhattan, Madison Square Garden. I come 3 times champion. I want to say hello to all my wrestling fans, especially All-American and also my Iranian friend. خدمت همه شنوندگان ایرانی عزیز سلام عرض میکنم. همه دنیا شیخ خسرو وزیری رو میشناسن. Pleasure for me to I come back here again one more time to I talk to the Opie and Anthony, and pleasure for me always.
You got a war face?
What the F?
That's a war face. Now let me see your war face.
Oh!
Bull, you didn't convince me. Let me see your real war face.
No!
You don't scare me. Work on it.
Jackass.
The Opie and Anthony Show. WNEW. The Opie and Anthony Show.
1027 WNEW.
Here comes the ready or not.
Frank, you get into the POD.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you trying to get me there?
POD. Boom.
That's a John Madden song right there.
Oh, he likes that one.
Hey,
sure.
this is John Madden, and that's a John Madden song.
Hey, this is John Madden.
Hey, this is John Madden, and I've got a comment.
Everyone commenting. If you have to say who the impression is, don't do it.
Hey, guys, it's not Brian Regan, and I'm going to repeat something.
Right. Hey, it's Brian. I just learned how to do impressions. You just say who you are.
That's all you got to do.
And you got the perfect impression.
Right. Hello, this is Robin Williams, and I'm Robin Williams. Oh, I repeated myself. That's odd, isn't it?
You see him playing the heavy in that new movie? It's coming out. He's playing a bad guy.
Him and Pacino, right?
Yeah. That looked pretty good. I saw the trailer for it, and look at what Pacino's looking for a killer.
And it turns out to be Robin
He's
Williams.
always like, I'm looking for a killer. What's going on? What on Mike Pacino's become crazy, too, because I found out that he pays a guy to tell him when to eat.
Come on.
He's that far out. He pays a guy. Is it time yet?
Why? He won't?
I don't know. I feel a rumble in my tummy, Anthony. I don't know what's going on. My belly, there's something's going on. I don't know what it is. Robin Williams is a bad guy in this movie. He plays a bad man, a man on the other side of the law. And what I'm here to do, by the way, this is Al Pacino. What I'm here to do, I forgot to. It happened we were doing a Mad TV sketch, and we did Will Sasso did De Niro, we did Al Pacino and Robert De Niro going for ice cream, and they walk into 31 Flavors like, Bobby, what a beautiful place. But 31 flavors? This is gonna be tough. I don't know what to choose. I'm just not sure.
And then he plays, Robin Williams plays like the bad guy, the heavy. And then they show the beginning of the trailer I saw for it. He's looking for the killer or whatever it is. And then they show Robin Williams, boom, very ominous. And it's like, Robin. And I was like, how bad could he be?
A big, and we're dancing. Here we go.
Yeah,
okay. I'm going to kill you, but I'm going to have fun doing it. Here we go. I'm a clown, and now I'm killing you. Oh, my God.
But it looked pretty good. I might see that one.
It's enjoyable. Let me tell you, when we were shooting it, Anthony, fun.
What? We got to get to the tape from Boston. I know people are killing us, man. Yeah, it's not even that big of a deal. I don't think it's cringy.
It's kind of cringy, man, because the woman absolutely knows that we are talking about her husband. Yeah. Hookers, the Johns were getting arrested up in Boston when we were up there years back, and they would print the Johns' names in the newspaper and their address to confirm it.
And this is what scumbags Aunt and I are.
Yeah, so we took the name.
Just in case the wife didn't find out by reading the paper, we figured we should call the wife and tell her.
So we took the name and address, got the phone number, called up the wife, got the son on the phone first, and then and then we talked to the wife, and you could tell by her nervous laughter that everything we were telling her was completely accurate about her husband.
Yeah.
And she would not want to believe it.
Listen for
the best. It was a joke.
Listen for the best line. Sorry that I have to tell you this.
Opie then says, sorry, I have to tell you this. Like, what are you, the chaplain knocking on the door of the wartime wife, I'm so sorry. You called. We called the woman. What? What's sorry?
If we were sorry, we would have never made the phone call.
Pleasure for me to be calling you.
Oldest profession. Oldest profession,
oldest country, Tehran. I predict 50 UFOs in Nevada. Pleasure for me to put up 50 million. My name is Kreskin.
All right, so they.
This is Gene Simmons.
They put. We made something out of that.
Why not?
That little ass kissing.
This is Al Pacino, and that was Gene Simmons.
So we got to get to this tape.
Yeah, so they published the names of the guys that got caught with the hookers, and we decide, let's call some of these people at home and talk to them. Ben, we might be stopping the tape as we go, so here we go.
Hello?
Hello, Steve. Man.
No, he isn't.
Well, this is Opie and Anthony. We got some real interesting news for you.
Oh, yeah.
You know where he is?
Mo, hold on. You talk to my mother.
Wait, who are you?
Steve.
And is Steve your brother?
No, it's my dad.
Did you hear what happened to him this weekend?
Oh, God.
There's a radio station. I heard your dad got caught with a hooker this weekend.
What?
Yeah.
Radio station. My dad got caught with a hooker. What are you talking about? Hello?
Hi.
Hi?
Is this Mrs.
Yeah?
How are you?
Good.
It's Opie and Anthony. We got you on the air.
Oh, boy.
Is your husband the same Steve that got caught with a hooker this weekend?
The what?
Is your husband the same Steve that got caught with a hooker this weekend?
The guy caught with a hooker. They're just playing dope.
No, we're not playing.
I can't hear him.
Let me read this to you, all right?
Steve?
Yeah.
All right, check this out.
Hub cops hooks 13 in undercover sting, and it lists all the people that got caught with having sex with a hooker.
Where is that?
And let me see.
Baloney.
No, it isn't. It's Steve.
Where?
What's your husband's middle name?
Who is this?
Does your husband have the middle initial C?
Who
is this? How old is your husband?
Is your husband 31 years old?
My husband wouldn't do that.
Oh, I think we're breaking the news to you here. 31-year-old Steve.
Right. Okay, listen, what paper?
What's your husband's middle name?
What paper?
Why are you laughing? Your freaking husband got caught with a hooker and you're laughing? You're obviously
trying to get a Hummer.
You're obviously not satisfying him at night. He went out to get some nookie.
You didn't see the Boston Herald?
No.
I hate to bring this to your attention, but page 16 of the Boston Herald, it lists your husband's name with 12 other guys. And what's his middle name?
I don't know. I'm not giving you any information. This is a cockamamie story.
Oh, man. He's got some explaining to do.
This is great, though.
Well, he was trying to pay for it over the weekend.
No.
Man, just talking to you for a few minutes, I could see why your husband would want to go to a hooker. What a nightmare.
Really?
But now, do you satisfy your man in bed or what?
Who is this?
Opie and Anthony. I have no problem telling you who I am.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
Can we call back when Steve gets home? What time is Steve getting home?
I know this is a crank, and hey guys,
It's not a crank.
What time is Steve getting home?
No.
If you think it's a crank, pick up the Boston Herald and look at page 16. You're going to be real surprised. It says, Stephen C., 31 years old.
No way.
Well, there you go.
Hey, if you guys are sitting there looking at the paper, what day?
It doesn't say. I told you.
Yeah, it doesn't say the day.
It's a hoax.
Why?
It's
what day?
It's a baloney.
It might have been.
It's a lot of bullshit because my husband would never. No.
You're a naive woman.
Oh, my God.
I'm glad we broke the news to you. Have a great day.
This poor bastard's in trouble when he gets home today. Oh, God, that is so brutal. I haven't heard that in years.
I forgot all about that.
Ooh. Which proves to me, again, Opie, that you are evil.
Yes. Did you hear her when it was like the middle initial was right? The agent had to go, oh, boy, they know my husband. He wouldn't do something like that. Oh, wow. I'm surprised he didn't hunt us down and try to kill us. That is interesting why he didn't try to kill us.
Don't say that.
A radio station came by. Well, he was kind of probably angry when he got home and saw his wife standing there with the Herald that she probably sent the kid out to get. What is this? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. You are brutal.
You were part of that.
I know, but I wasn't saying stuff like, I hate to bring this to your attention, page 16 of the Herald. You hate it so much, but let me give you the page number.
Obviously, you aren't satisfying your husband in bed.
And here's the guy who's just plain evil.
Just listening to you, I could tell why he was paying for it. How many more insults could you fit in?
What?
To that call?
It was all chopped up because we had to cut out a lot of crap.
Yeah, some people are saying what was edited out of that call. It was the call letters of the radio station.
Just the radio station.
Used to broadcast on that now does phony radio.
Yeah, that radio station's now dead to us, so we don't need to give them publicity.
There you go. Dunsky.
All right.
Wow, that was fun.
I like that one.
Brutally fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Look at the Chad from Cleveland. Here's my Dan from Hoboken impression. Hi, I'm Dan from Hoboken on instant feedback. And he printed it.
It's got to be Dan from Hoboken. Good impression of him.
Doing email impressions. Wow.
That guy was excellent.
How bad has it gotten?
Balloon Knot Joe telling that kid that his father was caught with a hooker might have been more brutal than the canned laughter you guys used on that guy, that Jewish guy from Hogan's Hero after he told the Nazi camp story.
Oh, yeah. What's his name? You know what I sent
Robert
for?
Claret.
By the way, speaking of cringe, and it should be in my mailbox any day now. Young Lady Chatterley's Lover.
No.
I sent for the DVD. It's out on DVD. And once we get that, we get Devin in here.
The older brother from Home Alone.
You've seen the Home Alone movies, right?
Yeah.
You know Devin, he played the older brother Buzz.
Yeah.
Played Macaulay's
haircut.
Older brother Buzz. He's a friend of the show. And we found out that his father is the guy in Young Lady Chatterley's Lover, the gardener that plows it to her in the movie, and he's mortified by this.
And how do you find this out?
He kind of...
I think he...
you went on the...
Yeah, I went on Internet Movie. He said who his father was and that he was also an actor, and he mentioned Hunt for Red October, one of those sub-movies.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, so I punch it up on the Internet Movie Database, and there's Young Lady Chatterley's Lover. I go, was he in this? He goes, oh, no.
Not only was he in it, he was on the poster.
He's the guy. He's the head guy that's railing Young Lady Chatterley. Who, by the way, Young Lady Chatterley is Richard Belzer's wife now. So it just gets twisted. So we're going to get some really bad audio from this movie. Invite Devin back into the studio to then have to listen and maybe even set it up on the video screen so he can watch his father go to town on Young Lady Chatterley.
Because he's never seen the film.
But did you ever see it? He goes, no, I will not watch it. He goes, he doesn't talk to his father about it. We punched up the publicity photos, and his father's got the big 70s porno mustache, and he's like wrapped around this chick, and Devin just looked and went, I cannot watch this. So I'll be getting that. So stay tuned and look forward to Cringe Radio with Devin.
Yeah, that'll be a
lot
of
his dad.
Manny, what's up?
Hey, how you guys doing? I just want to say that was the most effed up thing you guys have ever said to anyone.
Why?
You broke up a happy marriage.
A happy marriage is a guy that's going out paying for a hooker?
That guy's right.
Listen. But listen, not everybody has the option of having a threesome like you.
All right, Manny. All right. Thank you. Elizabeth, what's up?
Hi, Anthony. I just want to know, is UPS delivering your Lady Chatterley tape?
I don't know.
Because you may never see it, hon.
UPS has been very good lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you ever get those tickets?
No, I never. I did get the tickets to the show. This is going a ways back. I ordered tickets for Blue Man Group. And, I said, I'll get them through UPS. And, they showed up 2 weeks after the show. And I ordered them about 2 weeks before the show. No matter how much I called and begged and pleaded, nothing. I got no tickets. And then this ratty, ripped up envelope came to my house with the tickets in them. And the thing you had to go through to get your money back from UPS for screwing up the delivery was ridiculous. So I just, ate the tickets.
It wasn't like Ticketmaster where you could get the service charge back for...
Yeah, I should have gone to the show and yelled something out.
Yeah, that's right. That would have worked better.
All right, Elizabeth.
Bye, guys.
Hey, guys, this is Brian Regan. You want to send back your Blue Man Group tickets? I'm going to need to know the weight and the girth. Send back the tickets.
Send them back. Marshall, what's up? Put him in a toaster.
Was that the same guy that you spoke to about the little kid about Santa Claus?
Oh, another bad one.
What are you talking about? What is he talking about?
Another bad one. Oh, stop
The one that you explained that Santa Claus doesn't really exist.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Opie called up.
Punching out.
Actually, a guy called up our show. And this just proves how evil Opie truly is.
No, this never happened.
Right. It never happened. A guy never called up the show and got mad at Opie for stating that perhaps there was not a Santa Claus around Christmas time, and maybe children were listening and shouldn't hear this. So he called up, and Opie talked with him and asked him if his son had heard him say this, and the father said, no, thank God. I turned the radio off. So we actually had talked the father into putting the son on the phone with Opie. I don't know. Yeah,
this did not happen.
I have no. Oh, really?
I don't remember.
Perhaps I could pull something out of this little folder full of DVDs and play it for the people and Frank.
I don't remember
the people and Frank.
Hello, this is Frank Caliendo being a person.
I didn't know Anne Frank was here today.
Anne Frank.
Oh, Anne Frank.
And hey, this is John Madden, pretend to be Anne Frank, and I'm in a closet somewhere.
Because every time we play one thing that shows how evil Opie truly is, there's at least 5 other things we could play at any given moment that is even worse.
Stop.
Oh, how about the old lady's dead?
What? The old lady's dead?
Oh, Bill's dead when the old lady called. What? That's another favorite.
All right, I'll you know what?
What?
I'll fess up to Bill's dead, but I ain't fessing up to the Santa
Claus. Come on. Where you tell the little kid and he screams and cries.
You want to hear something really brutal, Frank?
Yeah, Daddy wants to hear.
An old lady, really old lady. People hate when they hate me after they hear this. I just got to say this happened many, many years ago.
Just like the last thing we played.
That's right.
With the guy who we ratted on him.
Many years ago, Anthony.
Yeah.
You can tell by the highness in my voice.
Yeah, yes. Listen how high Opie's voice was in Boston.
I was just a kid back then.
It was very agitated.
And And this old lady called the radio station while we were doing our show and wanted to talk to her friend Bill. Yeah. And it went down like this.
Hi.
Hi.
Bill.
Who's this?
Pat.
Hi, Pat. How are you?
No, this is the wrong Bill.
Well, Pat, I have some bad news.
What?
Bill died today.
You're kidding? Oh, my God.
Yeah. Tragic. Tragic.
Who's this?
He was in a car accident today.
Oh, no. Who is this?
John.
John?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I was just talking to him.
I know.
That's how it happens.
Where did it happen?
This afternoon.
Where?
On the highway.
Oh, God, love him.
Yeah, big pile up. Here it comes.
Well, be sure and give the kids my condolences.
Okay. Oh, enough. Enough.
Bill, I was just talking to him.
My God.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
All of a sudden she turns into like an Abbott and Costello episode. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, jeepers.
Jeepers creepers. See, that's awful, right?
Yeah.
That's not quite as awful as telling a kid there's no Santa.
Well, that never happened, Aunt.
Yes, it did.
You know what this feels like right now? Right now, this feels like when they do, like they have an all-new episode of Friends, but it's just like little flashbacks.
You got a flashback every so often. Well, we kind of entered the Opie is evil theme. And I like examples of how evil Opie truly can be.
We like breaking out this stuff from time to time.
So they only had to film the ins and outs to stuff.
Right.
It's just a flashback and they get a whole new episode out of all episodes.
Exactly.
Remember when this happened, Ope? Yeah, fade.
I remember the time.
All right, well, ow.
Here you go.
Remember the Kreskin conversation?
This is a good
I
one.
was just in a very bad place this particular day.
It was the festive holiday season, though.
I know, I hate Christmas, though. F Santa. Christmas blows. Everyone knows it. No one's willing to admit it, though.
The negotiation that goes on to get this kid on the goddamn phone.
And then he's
the promises that Opie makes.
And then the kid is trying to measure the floor.
Like a little kid.
like a little kid would do.
What's he doing? He's, measuring the floor. You know how kids do dopey things? He's hammering on the sofa. Kids just do dopey things that don't make sense. What's he doing? I don't know. He's rolling a wheel across the carpet.
You know what?
It's a kid.
If it makes anyone feel better, this kid is now 20 years old.
Stop it.
And he's fine.
He is.
Are you going to do a follow-up call, a little Oprah?
We should. Well, it affected me deeply.
Right.
Hi, this is Gene Simmons, and it affected me.
All right. Well, you want to hear this, Ann?
Yes, absolutely.
So, we were discussing Santa.
Yeah.
And how it must blow for parents that they don't get the credit.
Right. That was it.
I wouldn't know because I don't have kids, but working hard to get the kids everything they want for Christmas and then not getting the credit,
And then Santa
that would bother me a
credit.
little bit. And Santa this imaginary guy gets the credit.
Ah, right. That's what you said. The guy got pissed now.
Right. So then he calls up to complain. I can't play this, dude.
A while ago.
Yeah.
And
all right, hold on. I screwed up the whole thing.
You just don't want to play it.
Huh?
You just don't want to play it. Come on.
All right, hold on.
Don't screw it up.
Hold on.
Meanwhile, in a playback device that works.
All right, here it is.
Okay.
Buddy?
Yeah, I was just listening to your station a little while ago.
Yeah.
And had my 3-year-old son with me, and you guys are putting down the Santa Claus thing, and it's just your parents and all that.
Yeah.
And I love Opie and Anthony, and I'm a faithful listener, but I had to change the station.
Oh, that's okay. You're doing parenting, that's called, when you change the stage.
Yeah. Look at Anthony.
Yes, parenting.
Hey, that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do.
Of course.
Yeah, wait. I detect that you're a little pissed at us because we just said that there's no Santa Claus on the air.
Well, it'd be one thing if it was, a little later at night and there wouldn't happen to have been someone's kid listening,
Dude, I just saved you the hassle. Now you can get the credit for all those presents you bought for him.
Did we traumatize him?
No, you didn't, actually. I changed the station in time where he didn't pick up on it.
Hey, can I say something here in my defense, Anthony?
Good luck.
Okay. I remember this now.
Oh, you do?
Yes. I had no intention at this point in the phone call.
Yeah.
To do what ended up happening.
Really? What made you all of a sudden think that would be a great idea?
The bitch wife in the background that you're about to hear really set me off. And
all right.
Then I kind of, my mind went blank.
So that's how you rationalized it. Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't going to do what happened.
Sure.
Where he didn't pick up on it because he was busy doing something else.
Hey, what's your son's name?
It's Jeffrey.
Can I talk to him real fast?
Why? What are you going to say?
I just wanted to say hi to him.
You're not going to say anything bad, are you?
How stupid is this guy?
Very stupid. If he's a faithful listener, he should know where you're going with
You got to think, if you were listening to this in the car that day, you're begging the guy not to put his kid on the phone, right?
This blows your point, though.
I know. I just realized that.
Blows your point.
Because the lady didn't start bitching yet.
She didn't bitch yet. You want to get the kid on the... What do you want to talk stocks?
And
Come on.
And you know my way of thinking. I just blew my whole defense.
You blew your whole defense.
You don't want to talk to the kid. You want to talk to the kid and tell him. And thanks for calling me on it, Anthony. I was praying that no one else would notice.
Oh, stop it. There would have been 20 instant feedback. At least.
Well, here we go.
Where he didn't pick up on it because he was busy doing something else.
Hey, what's your son's name?
It's Jeffrey.
Can I talk to him real fast?
Why? What are you going to say?
I just wanted to say hi to him.
You're not going to say anything bad, are you?
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
See, what's happening here is Opie's setting him up, and the dad is he's not the brightest brick in the closet there, and
What a tool. How stupid is this guy? Come on.
Didn't, actually. I changed the station in time where he didn't pick up on it because he was busy doing something else.
Hey, what's your son's name?
It's Jeffrey.
Can I talk to him real fast?
Why? What are you going to say?
I just wanted to say hi to him.
You're not going to say anything bad, are you?
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yeah.
I hope not.
All right, where's Jeffrey?
I'll get him. He don't really talk much on the phone. But...
What's your wife saying in the background?
Well, she wasn't too happy about it when I told her. She wasn't listening, but wait. Chill out. Chill out. Okay, hey, Jeffrey, somebody wants to talk to you on the phone. Those guys we were listening to on the radio.
I'm on the floor first.
He's got a measuring tape. He said he's measuring the floor first.
The kid. Isn't that cute? Little cute kid around Christmas time. I measure floor first. You got to measure the floor. He's a kid,
Yeah.
And Opie's ready to break his little heart, L-I-L, heart.
But the kid's now 20, Anthony, right?
Oh, sure. Measure the floor. What he's got to do? I got to paint the chair. I'm a kid,
I got to put a towel on my back and make believe I'm Superman.
I'm a superhero, so now I got to put on a cape. I got to fly around the house a little bit. And then I'm going to jump and do somersaults on the couch.
Wait. This is all before Opie wrecks my life.
Right.
Oh, you mean the phone? I'll stop doing this important stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I've got to measure the floor. I got that penciled in. I had that penciled in for this time period in my little daily planner. Look, I crap myself here, and then I measure the floor.
A little Fisher-Price planner.
If I go to the phone now, it's going to back me up.
It's going to mess up my schedule.
A little kid schedule.
Look, can I acknowledge to everyone that
There's nothing you could say. Play the tape.
I know this is very wrong. I realize that now.
Nothing you can say.
People make mistakes, right?
Yes.
Right, gang?
Gang.
Right, guys? Fellas, you hear me on this one, right?
Good luck. Good luck defending yourself.
We could all think back to the mistake we made, right?
Yeah, maybe. Not like this.
Listening to on the radio?
I'm on the floor first.
He's got a measuring tape. He said he's measuring the floor first.
And your wife is mad at me for doing that? I better talk to him and then smooth it over.
Okay, well, here he is, okay? I'll give him the phone, but I don't know if he'll talk.
You're so bad, man. Oh, she didn't like us? All right, give me the phone. Give me the phone. If there was any restraint, it had just been blown right away, right there. Because Opie's like, all right, this bitch didn't like what we said. Okay, give me the kid. If I could reach in and smack him, I'd do it.
Come on, Ed.
I know what you were all about. What was back then, though?
Yeah, it's a long time ago. What did I do to you today, man?
Get him on the phone. I'm measuring the floor. This better be the general contractor. I don't have time to be talking to radio guys.
Got my tool belt on.
His little tool belt, his little plastic tools.
My Fisher-Price tool belt.
What are you doing? I'm building a spaceship. Okay, he's building a little spaceship.
With my Bob the Builder little hard hat.
Got a little plastic saw. Yeah. Kid's safe.
Just doing some work around the house with Dad.
Measuring the floors.
Dad has the real tool belt and the real hat on.
Hang on. They're like Dad's building a deck maybe, and the kid's got the little blocks with he's got to get the round peg and a round hole and the hammer it away. Ding, 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 ding. Sure.
Right.
So for that, you got to measure the floor.
Of course.
But here's Opie wanting to disturb his little playtime to get him on the phone, tell him something very important for a 3-year-old. For doing that? I better talk to him and then smooth it over.
Okay, well, here he is, okay? I'll give him the phone, but I don't know if he'll talk.
All right.
Okay, here he is. Here, Jeffrey, listen to this guy on the radio. He wants to talk to you.
Oh, Jesus.
Here.
Jeffrey, take it. Come here.
Take it.
Let me get him on my lap. Maybe.
Yeah, you're going to have to wait a minute.
Well, he's very rambunctious.
He props him up.
I'm getting a new Regan bit out of it. You ever been 3 years old? You ever been 3 years old measuring the floor? Just measuring the floor. Can't come to the phone right now.
I'm measuring the floor. The floor with a tape measure on it.
Well, I guess everyone gets the idea of what happened, so...
No. Come on. Finish it.
Well, we'll play it after commercials.
Stop it. No way. That'll kill people. Just continue. He's just ready to get up on Mummy's lap.
No, he's not.
Put the big phone. You know how big that phone must look by his little head?
Why are you making this worse?
It's big. He's got his little hands wrapped around this big phone thing. Hello? Christmas time, he's so excited. Santa's coming. Will you stop? Right.
The kid doesn't even know what the radio is, though, at that point, though, right?
No.
Hey, we got Jeffrey on the line here, Anthony. Yes, Jeffrey.
Yeah, hey, Opie.
Hey.
Thanks, Dick. Now all I do is measure the prison floor to see how many times they take it in the can. Thanks.
You send him to prison. It's amazing. He was, 3 years old? 5 years ago? He sounded a little older than 8.
All right, well, we all get the
he had to grow up fast after that.
Come on, Grinch. Play the rest. Just hit the button. Come on.
What?
Come on.
Oh, here, Jeffrey, listen to this guy on the radio. He wants to talk to you. Here.
Jeffrey, take it. Come here. Wait, let me get him on my lap. Maybe.
Yeah, you're going to have to wait a minute.
All righty.
I'm trying to run under the kitchen table right now.
Well, just put the phone near his ear.
Here, Jeffrey, come here. Just listen to what this guy has to say to you.
Jeffrey, there's no Santa Claus. Jeffrey, there's no Santa Claus. That's your dad.
No.
The same reaction as the old lady.
No. Yeah, they kind of did sound the
same voice.
Bill's dead.
No. No.
Oh, my God.
What? What happened?
That is pure evil.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, my God.
I'm better now, man. It was a tough
Isn't that horrible?
It was a tough time back then.
Noel, Opie, from Sacramento.
No.
Now, are we on a delay in Sacramento?
Yes.
So he is hearing the first half hour of the show right now.
That would be, okay.
So he is just now giving us instant feedback. So he won't hear us talking about this for another
3 hours.
3 hours.
Okay.
If you could get the whole East Coast, West Coast delay thing.
It's a time thing. It's a
time thing.
To the future thing here.
Right. So right now, he is listening to us, what we were doing.
Can we explain?
At 3:30.
Let's just do a break for the people in Sacramento.
Okay.
All right. We know it's now 6:30.
Right.
But we are saying this at
3:30 your time.
Right. Okay.
So that's how it works. He is a little upset. He goes, can't wait to listen to the next 3.5 hours of unprepared material. Noel, just wait till you hear the end of this show. Wait till the Guitar Center people come in.
Yeah, right. At this point, he has no idea that Gene Simmons made a visit, Anthony.
Exactly.
No clue that we talked to Kreskin.
We got the prediction from Kreskin. We talked about hookers and played some tape.
Right.
Come on.
We played tapes of guys getting off.
Exactly.
And Frank Caliendo is officially not in the studio yet.
Right. You're not even here yet.
I am not here. You're
not here yet.
True. Right.
See, blah, blah, blah.
And he must have, right there, he heard our little rant that we went off on.
That was a good
rant.
rant.
At the beginning of the show. But he calls it unprepared material, and he's very upset, I guess. But
he better apologize to us tomorrow.
So, Noel, if you're listening now,
see, it was a good show.
Which is now, see?
It was a good show, right,
Come on,
Noel?
that was fun, right, Noel? There you go.
Makes no sense.
Now we got to go back to the future.
The space-time continuum, Marty.
You mean to tell me you built a time machine out of a radio station?
We're in New York. It's 6:30.
Yeah.
But in Sacramento, they've only heard the first half hour of the show.
Exactly.
So it's
How does this make
3:30.
sense?
Come on.
Because now when they hear this, it's really 6:30 in Sacramento.
But we're long gone.
But we're gone.
We're already starting tomorrow's show.
I'm home whacking it somewhere because now it's 9:35 New York.
Is it 9:35 right now?
Yes.
All right, no, it's 9:35 right now. It's late. I don't have time for this crap from you. I got the kitchen floor to measure.
Right.
Very busy doing things, Noel. Noel, right now I'm home. I'm playing video games or watching TV or whatever.
Sacramento, figure it out. It's 6:34 your time, but Opie and Anthony long gone. 9:34.
So stop your bitching.
Right. It was a good show, so shut up.
Yeah.
We'll play What Do We Learn Next, Anthony?
Pleasure for me. Don't go to CNN for dick jokes. Don't come here for the news.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
I like it when the show's dirty.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
1027 WNEW.
And it's time to play What Did We Learn on the Opie and Anthony Show today? I want to thank Frank Caliendo for stopping by, Anthony. Don from East Meadow. I learned that at 8:45 tonight, I'll be drinking a Sam Adams, and Noel will be listening to a guitar salesman trying his best to do a Gene Simmons impression, but failing miserably. No one will beat that. That is a very good one, Don.
Yes.
Henchman from Brooklyn, I learned a few things. Opie has culture. A farewell to arms, right? Yes, you're right, Henchman. Jersey Gary. Hey, this is Jersey Gary, and this is what I learned on O&A today.
It is Jersey.
This might be an imposter. Someone doing Jersey Gary's impression.
Could be.
Opie was taking a photo montage of the station today. Destiny is on the road to destruction. Crack really F's up a gal. Hookers hang out in bad areas, and this is from a cop. No S, Sherlock. For each Pete Johnson, there's a token black guy.
Right.
A PSA today, never pick up a hooker who looks like she swallowed a midget.
And it's trying to box its way out of her buttocks.
That's right. The ship is adrift in the current once again. And finally from Jersey Gary today, O&A were once irresponsible broadcasters. Who knew?
Haywood from Yonkers said, I learned today it was A, but A wasn't on.
That's very good. Todd from Buffalo. Opie is preparing for his career as a private detective. He also learned the balloon knot will cost you $16,000. And everyone hates Christmas, but is afraid to admit it. Sorry about that. Frank Caliendo, he's playing Bananas.
Bananas Poughkeepsie on Friday.
And Hasbrook Heights Saturday.
Sunday, can I give those phone numbers?
Wait, Sunday for?
No, just Friday's Poughkeepsie, 845-462-3333.
That's the same
phone numbers never work on this show.
The last 4 threes in the...
Frank, phone numbers never work on the show.
No, don't work?
Oh, boy. No.
Yeah. Why? What happens?
Because then you're giving out 2, and then they get confused.
People get confused.
Yeah, so just say where you're going to be Friday.
And then Bananas and... Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and I'm going to be at Banana.
Hey, the energy's gone.
No, it's not. Frank
in Hasbrook Heights on Saturday.
All right,
2 shows each night.
I'll give you the energy back.
Oh, yeah!
Rock! Freedom rock!
Frank Caliendo here, ladies and gentlemen. 2 shows at Poughkeepsie on Friday night at the Bananas and the Best Western, then 2 shows on Saturday in Hasbrook Heights in the Holiday Inn.
Here's a guy who got that out without too much swearing.
And you got And you got a CD out. Make the voices stop. Frank Caliendo.
New CD. You can get it at frankcaliendo.com.
And this guy stopped plugging.
That's cool. Sheep lover from Jersey. I learned today email is always true, Anthony.
Yes.
He also learned to do an impression. All you need to do is say who you are first, and bam, you're them.
Hey, now you know my career.
Al Mac from Clifton. I learned that. Oh, you did it with they. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, a couple more on the phones, and we'll get out of here for today. Sam, what's going on?
Yeah, how you doing, guys?
All right.
I learned that O and A were on the radio together for 17 years.
Very good. He did a little meth problem there, Anthony. Chris, what's going on?
What's up, guys?
Hey, boy.
Hey, today I learned a few things. Hunts Point has had hookers since men were dinosaurs.
Yeah,
A Stack of 2 commercial without Laura is a quatrain.
Right.
And O&A are fun to hear on the radio, but much less funner when they call you.
Oh, very good.
Hey, listen, guys, where on the dial is the Albany station? You don't know, right?
What?
Only because I go up there a lot.
Oh, yeah, I do know, because I read stuff for them. 93.7.
Yeah. 93.7.
They call it 93.7.
Hey, is Frank still there?
No.
Oh, well. Tried. Later, guys.
All right. I saved you because
he would have got me.
He would have gotten
I
you?
had no idea.
Yeah. I was actually going to get him.
I
was waiting for Opie. I was going to cue you and have you hang up after I got him.
Up his bit. Chris, what's going on? Chris.
Hello.
All right, Ben. All right. We're going to the beginning of the show to end today's show with Scruff. Scruff, what's up?
Hey, what's happening?
What did you learn today?
I learned that Marcellus Waltzless is in the movie Plump Fiction.
Right.
And I learned that telling little kids there's no Santa Claus, always funny.
All right. Thanks.
Scruff.
Loves you.
Yo, Scruff. He was listening. I know.
All right. Frank Caliendo, thank you. Always a pleasure. Very funny guy. We highly recommend you go see him at Bananas in Poughkeepsie on Friday. I'll do this, Frank. And Bananas in Hasbrook Heights on Saturday.
You know what? Thank you.